Maria Berlinska, if you know
Berlinska.
her.
Yeah.
Berlinska, yeah.
Something familiar, but I don't know.
Drone, she's
Oh,
like the
yeah.
drone warfare expert.
Brave One is her platform, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think it is, but she's got
High rollers.
victory drones.
Victory
Oh,
Jones, yeah.
Jones.
So yeah, I know she has pretty good reputation in
yeah.
Ukraine.
Yeah,
guys, we're
yeah.
talking about Maria Berlinska. That's
Oh well,
that's who,
OPSEC, yes.
who-
I don't-
oh,
Are we
wow.
live? Are we live?
We live?
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live,
Oh, shit, it was a secret. I usually don't do this.
Look at that! He's giving away state secrets.
I usually keep the secrets well. Okay, let's see if everything is working properly, if people can hear us and see us. And they can. Yes, this is great. Hello, rollers. How you doing? Only 10 people heard that, Jonathan. Nothing
Oh,
to
that's
be worried
okay.
about.
We'll bind them to absolute secrecy.
No one
there,
watches recordings of the streams, you know.
We didn't give any real secrets away, but I
good.
won't divulge more. Wow.
Thank you very much. Guys, so we're still waiting for Anastasia. She is supposed to be here in 6 minutes.
Okay,
so
that's great.
Not a long waiting. Good to see you all. Live long, prosper, and donate. And thank you so much, Robert Johnson, for 20 gifted memberships. I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's cool.
Guys, you have the unique opportunity to ask Jonathan some questions today because I think I'm going to be paying more attention to the chat today. I hope so.
Well, we did well with the fundraising, but yeah, if you can do even more there. And of course, I need to announce it to my audience, which I haven't done yet. They've just come off a live stream which we finished, but I'll put a mention in the chat there, and hopefully we'll drive a few more visitors. I'm also figuring out how to sit as well, because I've had now two days in Kiev, and I have eaten so much. Your food is dangerous. It's
Our food is
dangerously
dangerous.
delicious.
You see, the problem is you're British. Americans usually tell me that the food they're consuming here in Ukraine is actually making them lose weight. And you know, I think you have more healthy food in Britain than in the United States.
With me, it's just the temptation to eat more and have a proper meal 3 times a day. I mean, often when I'm recording a normal day, I'll kind of wake up, realize I've got an interview in a few minutes. I have to dash off a script, and it gets to 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I haven't even had breakfast or lunch yet. But here, it's 3 full square meals plus a few little minor meals in between the major meals. Yeah,
and especially when you have meetings in restaurants all the time.
all the time.
It's not easy to lose weight. You know, it's much hotter here today. They have
It is a bit warm, isn't it?
They have this. They have this. How do you heating on maximum and blowing right above us?
Can they turn it down? Yeah, they turn it down.
Actually, if you take this one off, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty
Let's
comfortable.
do that. I'll try to drop the microphone in my drink. That would be.
Oh yeah! By the way,
Information
we
mistake.
dropped it in the tea a couple of weeks ago, and it survived. I just did this. I just did this. You know, like this, shaking it a bit, and it was working
Fantastic.
just fine. So DJI is a premium quality, even water,
they're good.
even
They're good,
tea
yeah.
resistant. I didn't drop it in water, so I did not check if it's water resistant, but it was tea resistant.
Well, that's it. I did the similar thing with these. Different brand. What's these ones?
It's also DJI, no? The case.
No, it's.
Oh yeah, the case is DJI's case. No,
No,
wait,
Holyland.
they use
this
the
is
same.
Holyland one. They use the same
Holyland.
case, similar, but I dropped it in a puddle, and it still worked fine. So,
Okay, that's
yeah.
good. Okay, puddles. Was it a deep puddle?
I mean, it was fully immersed, but it was
Immersed?
still
What's
okay.
that?
That means it's completely covered by water.
Ah, okay.
But it's
Yeah.
still, it was fine. No noticeable ill effects.
Yeah.
So that's kind
it,
of
it
good.
also depends on how fast you react to pick it up.
I fished it out straight away. Yeah.
Did you have a? How do you call this thing?
Yeah, a little net. No, I reached
No,
in.
not a net. How do you call this thing where you
Fishing line.
line? You call it
Line.
a line?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
So it looks
Any
more like a
fisherman on the
pole.
audience can tell me I'm making it up. No, it's a fishing line, I think.
It's. I'm just curious.
The rod is the solid bit, and the line is the, the
road.
string
So
bit.
we call it the road.
A rod, yeah, fishing rod.
Fishing rod. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was looking for this word.
That's it. But
not
the
other
line
one.
is the little
okay.
string bit.
The fiber optics.
Yeah.
Okay, no line. That's the line. I want to thank also Oh my God, it was a lot of messages there. Andre Kortrim, thank you so much for 20 gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. Andre, are you coming from Silicon Curtain community? By the way, did you announce this
I
one?
haven't announced it, no, because I'm really useless at that kind of stuff. So you talk for a minute, and I will.
You'll
make
find
the
it, right?
announcement. Yeah, I'll find
Okay,
it. Yeah,
thank you.
That's cool.
So, rollers, let me say hello to you in the chat. Nikki Hill, Elvin Archer, Just Jimmy, BME, Keith Kane, Numpty Bumpty, Nikki Hill, Pavel Pritzner, Ernesto, Henk van Donselaar. Regards back in the Netherlands. Hello to you, how are you doing? Guys, I need to remind you that we're raising funds here. We're raising funds for 27th Brigade right now, and I just got the additional request for this week. This is going to be 85,000 hryvnias, so 2,000 additional dollars to raise this week to cover a trailer for a car. You know which trailer? The one that looks like a cart. Basically, not like a trailer that you can live in, but the trailer that you can carry the stuff in. So this kind of trailer is needed, and we have the chance to help with it this week. So separate presidential brigade, the guys from the repair battalion. Yeah, we've actually built the whole repair station once. For them. We bought not all the needed gear and not all the needed instruments, but most of them. So it was pretty good support from us. They were very satisfied with it. So please start donating. Here's the PayPal. It's rick.carl1842@gmail.com. You can search me in PayPal by this, but there's also a link. I'm gonna pin it in the chat right now, so give me a second. I am gonna have to do it in like 20 to 30 seconds, and you will get me back in those 30 seconds. Am I doing it right? PayPal, donations to UA Army. Here it is. I like how Jonathan is focused. When
I'm
he's
trying to figure
working,
something out.
yeah,
Well,
and he's not getting distracted.
It's just it's not rendering the image to the link. So
do you know how you do it?
Wrong.
Go back. Here's a video.
Yeah, that's not working either.
It's too long a link. Delete everything after the question mark.
That's it. Right.
No. For some reason it is not
Something
fine.
kind
what
of
about
broken.
get rid of the live. No. Okay, then I'm just gonna send you the link. Don't.
Yeah.
Will you pick it up? Do you have Telegram or something? WhatsApp there?
Telegram.
On your PC? Sorry. We
kidding?
Ukrainians
Telegram?
are using Telegram.
Yeah, don't.
I know, but I usually don't share any sensitive information.
KGB
there.
gram, as it should be renamed.
KGB gram. Yeah. Okay, I'm pinning the link, guys.
Pin the link.
Pin the
Cool.
link with the PayPal link, and I need to tell you that we are all, as always, raising $500 minimum. If we can get above that, we will of course do that. So share the link. How do I do this? Here? Hello, Anastasia. How you doing?
Sorry for being late.
Let me give you a hug.
Great to see you. Great to
Hello,
finally meet
real
you.
life.
Yes.
Yes.
You can.
I think I'll put this
Okay.
here. And then,
Here's the share button.
yes.
I'm sharing it. WhatsApp, Jonathan.
Lovely to see you.
Meet you in person at last.
Fantastic.
Are
Wow.
we live?
Yeah,
We're
we
live,
are,
yeah.
as
So
always.
it's all happening.
As always, it's very. How do you call this?
And
Everything
it's
is
relaxed. It's
very,
relaxed and yeah,
It's
informal.
It is, yeah. Take it off.
Dressing.
We're all a
Stream
bit warm.
again?
Oh well.
This is happening here pretty
that'll
often.
get the views
you know?
up anyway.
Pretty
you
often.
know.
Not the first
We just need to know the limit, you know.
There you go.
So, guys,
We'll be shedding
sent you the
audience
link.
if we start.
I sent you
stripping
the
now, Let's
link.
face it. Right. Let's see.
It's really hot.
sorry, it is. I need to ask them to turn down the heating, I guess.
I might order tea and ask them.
Okay,
So,
yeah, please do. Thank you.
Do you order downstairs?
They usually come, but I think for this request, we can go downstairs. Oh, you can go. Thank you. Okay, guys, Anastasia is joining us. It's obvious. If you don't know her, if you're new to this channel, she is an amazing, inspiring Ukrainian who is an activist, who is also a... okay, she works in finances.
Finance.
Finance,
Okay, yeah.
just finance, not finances, right? You cannot work
It's like
in finance.
Legos. We'll come on to that later. But it's like pluralizes Legos. I mean.
By the way, you're getting
not
out
what
of the
they're
shot.
talking
Get
about
a
there.
bit closer
Oh, right.
to me. Yeah, it's narrow because it's vertical.
We'll get people on the channel saying what's wrong with Legos. But, yeah.
Legos. I actually never said Legos. I always say Lego.
Yeah.
Let's show the flag
Hi,
that we have
everyone.
on the raffle. Good to see you. Let's show the flag to rollers. This is the raffle item this week. And Anastasia, is it visible? Like both patches there?
I think you should pull it
The
that
other way.
Yes.
The other way. Okay, the other way around. Like this.
Covering
Okay.
the guests as usual.
Yeah, that's okay. This
So
guest.
it's perfect.
This guest had this experience 2 days ago. Yeah.
I see.
You've seen him
Right,
yourself
yes,
on
yes.
the stream.
I've seen some of it, yeah.
You
This is a good
actually-
one. This is good. When's the raffle? Saturday. Or-
Sunday.
Sunday.
Every Sunday it
Every Sunday.
ends at midnight. Actually, not midnight to be honest. Lately, it's 4 a.m. It ends when we
4
reach the goal.
Oh, wow.
The goal for Sunday is $3,000, my friend.
Midnight would,
Oh,
be,
that's-
would be
that's-
dream time for you, right?
Yeah, midnight is really a dream time.
Has it ever happened? Has it ever happened that you finished Sunday stream?
Yeah,
at midnight?
actually, about 4 weeks ago, or maybe 5, we got the whole sum of money at
Yes, I remember. There was a
23.54.
huge, one big donation, right? Like more than 1,000
I think it
or
was from Mr. T. We got our first donation today, 10
Yay.
pounds from Mark S. That's Numpty Bumpty in the chat.
Thank you
Can
so
we
much,
get
Mark.
JF tipsy again?
Tipsy? I wasn't tipsy.
What is tipsy?
That means slightly drunk.
Yeah.
Slightly drunken, you know.
You think so?
Yeah.
You got 1.5
silly.
beers.
Incoherent. I know, it doesn't take much these days. But
yeah.
you're forgetting that I had wine before the beer.
Okay, I'm forgetting because I wasn't there. you
Yeah,
know.
this is it.
Okay, so guys, thank you for this first donation, Numpty Bumpty. And by the way, Robert Jonesar was asking me to check something. Anastasia, don't forget to speak in the mic.
yes, yes, thank
Because I saw you wanted to say something.
I wanted to say that Jonathan was not fully in the frame. I think.
I am.
Now he is. Yes.
Robert Jonesar asked me if I have the link for that new fundraiser that I did not put yet. Robert, it was created only on my way here. Oh no, I'm lying. It was created about 2 hours ago, but I did not have the chance to add it. This jar is for that trailer for the separate presidential brigade. Soldier that needs it. Wait, is he an officer? I think he's an officer. He's commanding the company. That's the size of his what unit? Anastasia, I didn't give you the chance to speak. I keep talking and talking.
Please do.
Yeah, you did not want to say anything. It seemed like you.
I had a sleepless night. I only slept a couple of hours in the morning, and then I half an hour right before the stream. So yeah.
Is it because you're working
Too
the
much.
whole night?
Too much in my mind, and this lots of work and moving house this weekend, and so it's crazy.
And then the 5 a.m. alarm call.
Yes,
courtesy of,
exactly. I was just going to bed, so it was like 4:45. I finally realized that I need to go to the kitchen to eat something because I was already so hungry and I'm not eating the whole night. So I had something, and then I went to bed, and I just got to bed, and the alarm sounded.
Yep.
And you had to wake up.
I went to my bathtub as usual, where I'm hiding every time there's
okay.
aerator alert.
There was aerator.
Yes,
There was
yes,
air
it
alert,
was
yeah,
20 minutes or something.
20 minutes
Not
past
very-
5, something like that in the morning.
Okay,
not
that's
very
good.
long one, but like,
I was
saw-
woken up by Mark Hamill's lovely,
Oh, yeah.
announcement of the.
Attention.
you
If
ha-
you
you
got
have
the
that
app
one. Okay,
installed,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I know that one. So, what?
Yeah.
I thought you meant your alarm, like morning alarm, to stand up to go to work. Yeah, not stand up, but to go to
Get
work,
up,
to wake
yeah.
up, to wake
Yes.
up.
Yes, I had to go to the office today.
Oh, shit. Sorry
Half
to
of the
hear.
staff wasn't there, and I was sitting there at the table thinking, why the fuck did I come? I could have stayed and joined online like these other guys.
Fuck.
But yeah,
I assume if your raffle finishes at 4 a.m., you're broadcasting from home. Yeah, you don't, because we don't encourage people
Yeah.
to break curfew.
Yeah,
it's from
exactly.
from the balcony.
Yeah, from the balcony. I'm sitting on the balcony. Sometimes rollers hear explosions outside. Sometimes the air defense is working. Once it was pretty loud that they can hear it perfectly. It was like boom, and yeah, that gives the very valuable experience to people.
Yep.
Not a very pleasant one, but definitely valuable.
No. And that's the thing being here. It's this incredible dissonance. We're sitting in a lovely cafe surrounded by conscientious people who are making lovely food, and there's so many cozy places where people are trying to improve life. And genuinely, the food is incredible, the surface is incredible, and it's the dissonance of then your noisy neighbor trying to destroy all that at night time. It's bizarre.
Yeah, but it makes all these other activities even more important for us, valuable, and we feeling life more like acutely, and cherish every moment because we don't know if we wake up next morning.
I totally agree. I don't. With every month this year, I live with more pleasure. Like with every month, I live with more and more pleasure because I understand how close the end of that good life may be. Because I am I have nothing to complain. I have this privileged work, privileged work, and I am basically privileged. And I completely realized that I am doing the work that is important, but it's not a very hard work. Especially if your blah 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 personality matches it, if you can talk for hours and also sometimes be funny or silly, it helps encourage people to donate, and I can do it effectively. And thank you so much, guys, for always responding with donations, with support. And right now we had only one donation though, so please.
Oh, right, yeah. Reminder.
Please
come on.
donate. Thank you.
Cough up.
Thank
And
you,
also,
guys.
thank you so much for the very lovely comments in the chat. So the Trident, I suppose, show says looks good with my sweater or jumper, and MDL compliments me on singing in Spanish.
Oh, when did you sing in Spanish? The
couple
old
of-
videos?
No, it's a new one.
Oh, it's it. You
Yes.
started singing and posting it
Well,
on your YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We gotta check that out on Sunday
Later.
stream.
Okay. Maybe okay.
Okay. We'll
Not
do.
that I started singing again. I sing all the time, but I haven't got vocals training in years.
Mm-hmm.
I used to more than 10 years ago, but then it's just no. It requires training. I'm not that talented at singing, so I need some training to do it properly and to post it publicly. That's why I'm a bit shy and to share it with everyone. So it's.
I envy you a
Very
bit.
occasional in
Because I
terms
also
of being
want-
shy.
No, in terms of being not really practicing to sing, because I have the potential, but I don't have.
You have a nice voice.
I thank you. I would say I don't have the priority for it because I have the time.
Sure.
But I prioritize it differently. Work, then physical training and work. I think that's the same priority to treat. And damn, I feel much stronger, healthier lately. Also getting some protein, creatine. It fills me with energy. I have enough calories finally in my life. I was never paying attention to that, but it is so fucking important. And that really helps. And started eating more fruits, not drinking tea after, which actually eliminates all the vitamins.
Right,
Really?
I had this,
I didn't know
had
that.
this fucking tradition. In Ukraine, we always have tea after
Yes, I always
after
thought that
our
this is a
meals.
stupid thing to do, drinking tea right after
Yeah.
eating fruit.
And
But it's always first dish, second dish, and everything in a sequence and right away.
and
Blocks
it's-
the uptake
without
of
pause.
nutrition, and it blocks the uptake of vitamins.
Exactly. And I finally started No, it didn't stop.
Separating.
I started separating it. Yeah, I almost don't drink tea anymore now because I want to eat a fruit now, and that's much better and healthier. Yeah, there is something.
Is green tea okay? Or I know we need
Green tea is better.
We need a tea expert.
Green tea is better, but it still eliminates some.
Here's some green tea for me because I'm not going to sleep for tonight as well.
I actually have
Cheers.
herbal one. The herbal one right now, yeah.
Budmo.
Okay, there's no alcohol on this table today. Budmo. That's cola, guys.
Well, we've got an interesting day tomorrow. I won't again give all the details away. It's operational security. Mr. Mysterious. No, tomorrow we're being taken around by a. I think he's quite a senior local administrator of one of the areas in Kiev, and he's going to take us around a missile impact site, which is very recent. There was a large one in the summer, another one last week.
Are you filming?
We don't know yet, but we'll turn up and see what we can film or not. It's not an active rescue site, obviously, but it's
Is it for a documentary or something?
Yes, we're looking to plan and research a narrative documentary film about the drone war. So this is a very sort of preliminary trip to sort of research what's possible, what's interesting, and what stories can be told. Obviously, difficult getting permission for a lot of stuff, so it's trying to find out what's realistic and what's possible. But yeah, seeing an impact site, that'll be very moving and important to do that and show that. Well, certainly I might hopefully get this guy to appear on camera and do a little interview, and then that'll come on Silicon Curtains. I think it's important to share that.
Keep showing that the war is still ongoing and
ongoing and intensifying.
Yes,
Yeah.
Escalation. You know, that scary word.
Russia can escalate, the aggressor can, but the victim never escalates. The victim's defending themselves.
Yeah,
so
the victim,
I fight against that language.
The victim should even be intimidated by its bigger partner.
Yes,
that's how the world works these days.
Yeah, we'll come on to that in a minute. Let's get some more donations in because I wanted to raise a couple of, and I'm going to really bring the tone down here. I'm going to raise a couple of questions about the so-called peace process. But let's get some more donations before we move into that.
Yes,
I love that you say so-called peace process because exactly what is happening right now, it's nothing but capitulation. It's not peace. I named the stream yesterday. Capitulation is not peace.
Yes.
So I was doing the news stream yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you
we think the same. This is the live stream I just did. Surrender is not peace. There we go. We're on the same page there.
Of course, so that's good. I just wanted to say that if you're interested in informing your audience, sometimes that I started doing the news from Ukraine, providing some news. Also about corruption or some news that are not being widely spread around the world. So if people want to basically hear me not being a source, because I don't claim that it's my own news. No, I'm monitoring all the news in Ukraine from trusted sources. My trusted sources are some soldiers communities or volunteer communities like Sternenko. He's one of the biggest, and he's not only a volunteer. The thing is, Sternenko is an activist, and he's the leader of thought.
Yes.
And he is actually
an inspiration to a lot of
exactly.
people. Yeah.
And to me too. So what he is sharing right now, he's being the voice of the soldiers in terms of pushing the army reform.
Yes.
And I would also like to talk about that with you today, because I don't think I've ever talked to you about the army reform. Did I during the marathon stream? Maybe no.
I don't think we touched upon actual reform. But when we talk about reform, we have to talk about what the problem is that's being addressed. And I think that's kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. And then it gets very political, doesn't it? Because you can avoid naming names, but
I don't avoid them.
Yeah.
You can avoid them today. It's totally fine. I understand. You got to be a journalist, but I'm not a journalist.
Ignorance, but I can ask some questions.
And also, we're Ukrainians, so it makes
yes,
our perspective a bit different.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we our perception of many people in the West who are talking and providing the news, the perception of Ukrainians is totally different. A lot of stuff that they're explaining, like to their audience could be very basic for us, and we're
Yes.
like,
Or
what?
wrong.
Or wrong, or just wrong, exactly. And usually, well, not usually, sometimes some people claim, like, I know exactly what is happening in Ukraine. Have you been to Ukraine at least this year? Yeah, those people could have come to Ukraine, but some of them are claiming a lot of things that sometimes they get from Russian Telegram channels. How deep state you should know
Yeah,
the
I
deep
know
state,
deep state,
community. So they don't only have the map, they have a Telegram channel where they share the explanation of the changes on the map.
There's The Insider is another one that does interesting analysis of some of that stuff as well.
And those guys get the information from the soldiers themselves on the place, on the line, and they know, and they are completely honest.
Yeah.
They are saying that this brigade left the positions and made that brigade suffer from the, how do you call this, flank attack. And it was a chaos. They talk about some assaults that were not effective from our side, that our commanders sent some soldiers on a stupid suicide mission, and it was not successful. And, they are basically crushing our stupid governmental media strategy to present everything in, bright colors and, to basically not be honest with the society, and more than that, treating our society as population. Of course, there is a society and there is a population. So basically, they are not focused on the active few people. How do you menschist? How do you call it?
Minority.
On the active minority, they are focused on the passive majority, and they just ignore the active minority usually, but not all the time.
But in Ukraine, active minority is critical mass. So whenever something erupts like those scandalous draft law in July, we show our strength and we show that we actually can make a difference. They have to deal with that and
but
take into account what
usually
we think.
It's only when we already go on the protests. If we just being active in social media, it doesn't work. Only when we are being so active and so resonant, usually it really brings some
I
change.
think it just requires two players, two factors, both Ukrainian civil society and international partners of Ukraine. So whenever it's just one part of that, it's not enough to affect the change and influence our government. Because, for example, like before those protests, so the society was already heating up, knowing about the draft law, but the Europeans were reluctant on.
Exactly.
They put a blind eye, and our MPs, some of the MPs, like the one I told you about from Hollis, and civil society leaders, they would try to convince our European partners that you need to make financial help conditional. Please do so. Don't put the blind eye because the reforms would be backtracking or like rolling back otherwise. So unfortunately, we cannot do without them, both in terms of financial help and in terms of influence and pressing our government for further changes.
One thing I noticed, the difference on this trip between when I came to Kiev the first time in January is now you see adverts for certain battalions, 3rd Assault, Azov, etc. They've got marketing officers, they've got communications officers.
Amazing, especially Khartia on the metro.
Khartia.
It's so funny and so clever.
But they're identifying the demographic.
Yeah.
Each one is creating a brand or an idea. And I think from what I've heard is those that are effective, they have to be effective in the field. And that effectiveness means not being hierarchical in the traditional kind of Soviet way. It means, as in branding, you make a promise, but when someone comes along and actually joins, you have to fulfill that promise. You have to give them the training, the equipment. You have to make sure their voices are heard, their ideas are heard. It seems they're appealing to different demographics, different sectors of society. One's going to be maybe appealing more to sort of hipster techie engineer kind of guys, and other to others that are, maybe a bit more Rambo or something.
Would
But
be interesting to see the stats in
Yes.
terms of the recruiting
When we-
numbers.
But of course, the core army. I mean, is this one of the problems here, that they actually only represent a small number of effective units, but actually the core army is not doing any of this, and is not accountable for its results, and doesn't really care about recruiting, retaining, and delivering, let's say, not just a brand, but a promise of effectiveness.
I'm not so sure because I lack information on that. Yes, I lack information on that. I'm not so sure, but the best, at least the best looking marketing and advertising comes from the most famous and the biggest brigades, which eventually formed into expanded into corps. So I guess they have been quite effective, and they have quite a large part of proportion of the army.
I actually can comment on the regular brigades. Some of them are actually infamous. I see the advertisement from them too, and usually what they say there is it's just not very clever. It's just like something some basic advertisement, when we talk about really advanced brigades where the life of the soldier is valued, we see a very clever, interesting advertisement, but not always. If we speak about the 3rd Assault Corps and Brigade, their advertisement sometimes is cringy, but it works because they aim for certain certain categories of people. Guys, I wanted to first of all say that we did not have a single donation after that 10 pounds. So we're really going bad on fundraising. I think maybe our conversation is not interesting enough, huh? Guys.
Too serious.
Ask us some questions if you want to make it more
let's do
interesting.
some interaction.
Please ask some questions. I had Victor Harshman, maybe one of your guys, Jonathan, said, if you haven't seen Gary Kasparov comments for the Halifax Security Forum, it's a must-watch. Google it. I won't be doing it because he's a Russian oppositionist and I'm not interested as a Ukrainian. So
I watched it, so you don't have to.
Exactly.
Tell us
So,
about it. Because we have heard already a lot about it, but I haven't listened to it.
I just wanted to say that, what Russian opposition is saying is not convenient for most Ukrainians. Okay, not most. I'm lying. We're in minority here for some Ukrainians. Okay.
It's also my first comment here is that Kasparov is not competing for any kind of political role in Russia. He's never returning there, and he doesn't expect to or want to. He is building a Western audience, so we have to bear that in mind. He's not communicating to Russians, and almost no Russians are going to be watching what he says. So we've got to put that into some context. This is Western pitched material for his brand and his positioning.
Fantastic.
But
I wish him whatever,
Unfortunately or not, he's quite unique. His views and
So
positions.
it's a personal platform. I mean, he's close to Ponomarov, who retweeted his stuff, and of course, Ponomarov is here as spokesperson for the Siberian Legions or whatever they're now called. But I think it was interesting from the point of view, and I was just discussing this in a live stream I did earlier, as to whether it was effective or constructive. But it raises an interesting point. He was with a whole load of Western generals and NATO people and politicians. And of course, this was a very formal event. And so, of course, the tone and the way the dialogue is supposed to happen is supposed to be very respectful and very moderate. He gave a rant, an impassioned rant, where he basically said, what the fuck are you all doing? You're letting Ukraine die, and you're saying you care, but you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing, and you're full of shit, is basically what he was saying. Now, this is an interesting debate because we've tried 4 years of measured, reasonable dialogue to explain to people why they need to not arm Ukraine for survival, but for victory, and why victory is the only thing that's going to stop Putin. Well, Kasparov decided to take a different approach. which is to scream at them, try to wake them the fuck up. I don't know whether that's going to work, but it's an interesting departure.
They finally got to him, you know, because he's had enough.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I maybe even can thank him for that. But anyway, guys, you gotta understand. I'm gonna try to explain my point of view. Okay, so what I'm focused right now on is actually listening to wise, patriotic Ukrainians to understand how we preserve our nation. I unfortunately don't have the time to watch, even if he's not Russian, okay, any Western content or content creators or politicians or...
Except Silicon Curtain, he's an that's a joke there.
That was a joke because I don't even watch the videos you do.
No,
because
they're not made for you.
It's just, it's just a lack of time. You see,
Yeah.
the problem is I have, so little time per day that I can afford to watch maximum like 2 to 3 hours of content.
Yeah.
And I need to choose carefully who I want to listen
Exactly,
to.
yeah.
So I have a lot of friends, YouTubers, who make content in English, and they are great people, and they make great content. But it's they gotta, so do you too. They gotta not be, how do you call it? Не ображатись на мене. Not be upset or disappointed with me, or maybe offended.
Yeah.
Not be
No,
offended
no.
with me not watching their content and
course
not
I'm
finding the time to watch it, just because they need to understand that I was not a conscious citizen of my country. I was a population. I was not a citizen at all before 2022, and I need to learn so much stuff. I need to learn more of Ukrainian history. So some of the videos, I need to catch up on that stuff. So, I need to, Ukrainian nationalism is what helps us to survive right now.
Yeah.
And I try to listen to people who have this, have been, how do you call it? Embracing and
Immersed in,
popularizing Ukrainian nationalism. And it's not the only thing. I, of course, listen to many soldiers where they share their experience. To the Ukrainian officers too, not only soldiers, to surgeons too, and we have so much great content in Ukrainian YouTube with our military, with our activists, with historians. There's so much stuff in Ukrainian YouTube that I need to discover. And the anti-corruption YouTube, it is big. We already have at least 3 or 4 channels I can name that provide it almost daily, new videos. And you gotta, I hate to watch this content because it's disgusting to watch how those motherfuckers, the corrupt bureaucrats and politicians in Ukraine, how they sack this country and they go unpunished. There are just a few cases where they were really punished and they got some sentences. So we progress on that. We have a situation becoming better in the last, in the last few years. We're really fighting corruption much better than we did it before. Take the last huge corruption scandal. You could not even dream of it just even 4 years ago. You could not dream of it.
That close to the presidency and his close advisors. That
Exactly.
would have been inconceivable, yeah.
Exactly.
It's not over yet.
It is not over.
Still-
This is just the beginning of
Yeah.
it. Guys, I hope this rant of mine or explanation would attract at least a few donations, because for damn 27 minutes we did not have any donations.
Come on, that's wow.
We need to
Especially
fix
given
that.
We did well last time. We need to match that or exceed that, really.
Yeah, what is happening?
But also, Rick's proved something.
Please donate.
This is a democracy. Here he is ranting about the leader of the country in wartime, and there's no boots on the cobblestones outside come to arrest him. So this is,
And we have we already have, unfortunately, a few journalists who are being, I wouldn't say repressed, but they're being, the cases are fabricated against them. For example, Shabunin. Do you know about him?
I do.
Shabunin right now is being charged with some bullshit accusations that
So he's Nabu, isn't he? And then there's
The bear. The bear. That's the crippled.
The infamous one.
The infamous one. It's very, unfortunately, very corrupt and completely controlled by the authorities. Not authorities, but by the government. Let's call it government, okay? Because we all know that office of the president and the government is not the same. But since the government is controlled by the office of the president, when you say government, you actually kind of don't sound so anti-office of the president, you know? This is why I say government. So he was criticizing of the office of the president pretty actively, and the decisions, and he was criticizing the ministers of defense, the previous one. The previous one and the one before the previous one.
So who was the
Umerov and Reznikov. He was criticizing both of them, but he always has some, pretty proved information that he is based on in his criticism. It's not just some bullshit criticism.
Yeah,
Do
some
you
evidence.
agree with me?
Yeah,
he always provides the evidence. Did you hear it?
No.
Shabunin is always providing the evidence. He never baseless in his accusations. This is why this is him being repressed by this.
That's why he's considered dangerous by the authorities.
Exactly. So we can actually call DBR, this DBR, Ukrainian, the Ukrainian cringe.
Investigation Bureau.
Cringe Bureau, Investigation Bureau. We can call it, Cringe Bureau. So they are like American ICE guys, basically, just like how do you call them? Reservoir dogs that are basically used against the not the political opponents as much, but lately against the journalists, or maybe sometimes against people who are, just how do you call this? Crossing the road of someone? No, we call it переходять комусь дорогу. Як це кажуть англійською, Анастасія?
Crossing the path, I guess.
Crossing someone's path?
Crossing someone's path, that's it. Yeah.
Crossing
Yes,
someone's
thank
path. Yeah, exactly.
For confirming that, because my brain is
No, I mean,
Guys, you know what?
There's a question in the chat I wanted
exactly.
to address.
Let's do it.
Yes, MDL asks, do you believe there can be peace and solidarity between Ukraine and Russia? No.
Who the fuck asked that?
what? Who paid you
has-
to ask
They-
that?
Somehow, MDL.
MDL?
Yeah.
No, MDL.
I guess that-
think
that was a
MDL is
joke.
not delusional, yeah. MDL.
They want to kill us, and we want
Yeah.
to kill and destroy us, and we want to survive. No, there
Yeah.
can be no compromise.
We
on
want to survive, and in order to survive,
And
we
thrive.
need to destroy their empire. We need to
This is it.
disintegrate it. This is
And to
the
help
only
us
way.
do that, please donate. Thank you.
Yeah. Please
There's
donate, guys.
no sense of reconciliation until victory. Simply because they won't have that psychological reckoning. They won't have the need to examine, from the point of view of being humiliated, what they did wrong. And if they have any sense of victory, they will never examine the actions and the events that led up to this. Now, I don't want to, because we've had this conversation. There's a colleague, there's a friend of mine on the channel who, and I don't want to position it as like good Russian, because that's just a horrible
useful
concept. The useful one, yeah. But he's religious. He says there can be no peace and reconciliation until, using this almost religious concept, until pakayanya, until you have this sense of remorse. That's it.
Remorse,
There can be nothing
Yeah,
until Russians say we're
Until they
profoundly
realize,
sorry.
the genocidal intents
Profoundly sorry.
aren't okay.
We were wrong, and we're going to make some kind of restitution for that. Well, none of this is going to happen under the current negotiations, peace deal. Trump doesn't understand any of that or doesn't care. So this is
doesn't care.
He doesn't care. It's a long way off. It's a long way off. Only victory can,
He doesn't want to care. No, actually.
No, it's not profitable to care, right?
Yeah.
Not
He's
making money
incapable
from
of
that.
caring.
Oh yeah. Do you think he is a sociopath?
Yes.
He is.
And I say that from, people say, well, how can you say that? I've worked...
How can you say that? How can you say that?
I've worked in the media industry for a whole succession of bosses, some of whom were psychopaths and some of whom were sociopaths. So I have a fairly good idea of what the characteristics are, and what the differences between a psychopath and a sociopath are. I would say that he quite possibly is somewhere closer to a psychopath than a sociopath, in my point of view, because he gets real pleasure from damaging people and ruining them. He gets real pleasure from the sense that he's controlling them and is able to hurt them and threaten them. I think that's absolutely what I see as evidence. He has an abusive mentality, whereas a sociopath will cause that same kind of carnage, but won't necessarily get any pleasure out of it, and maybe won't have meant to do that.
Yeah,
they just
so
do it
that's
incidentally.
That's not the aim. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the aim.
Inadvertently ruining everyone's lives.
But I've worked for them all, so I kind of,
Nice work experience you have.
it was.
We have a comment from Slummy and Cheese. I hated Putin as it is, but after he blew a hole in the Chernobyl containment dome, my hate multiplied by 50. And what about Kakhovka Dam? Because this is a big disaster, though maybe not that big as it was, it was seen in the beginning. Because to be honest, I think the whole, this, how is it called? The greenery that appeared on the place of Kakhovka Dam. How is it called?
It's like a floodplain of sorts, isn't it?
Floodplain, yeah. We call it Veliki Lug. The big, how do you call Lug?
It's a meadow.
Yeah.
Meadow?
Yes.
The big meadow. So, the...
Impressed with my Ukrainian? Just find that out there.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, he did not.
I saw that moment.
He did not know so many words. Wow, you're learning fast.
It's because it's the same in Orc, so
Yeah, I know. You could play along.
I can play along with it. Yeah, my Ukrainian's great. Yeah.
So I would.
But it's tricky. It's tricky. Sometimes
sometimes
be careful. Yeah.
It's a false friend, isn't it, or a false enemy?
Yes.
The bit I want to answer that one because the shelling, that's entirely to be expected. Shelling the containment area. What kind of really shocked me was two things. And if you read Sergei Plakhy's book about Russian nuclear threats, so one is when they ordered the soldiers to dig trenches in the Red Forest. I mean, that's just insanity. And then, of course, the other one is when they're actually torturing the nuclear experts, Ukrainian nuclear experts at the Zaporizhia GES. Those two things even sort of shocked me, and there's not much really in studying Russia for 35 years that shocks me anymore.
Katsabs, butchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuts up sounds like cut up, like cutting something, and that's what they do. They cut people too for pleasure. Hello, Petchalin, how you doing? Hello, Fern, Kitsuna, Putin, and Diaper Donnie are monsters. I totally agree. By the way, do you guys know the meaning of the word kitsune? It's a Japanese one.
I haven't even heard it.
It's actually a stork.
Oh.
Oh.
Leleka.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is, it's a pretty cool
Katsune?
thing. Kitsune.
Kitsune.
Kitsune. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm just being ridiculous. Rick, can you JF? Probably can you ask JF because I cannot JF, but I can ask JF.
You could do a possible impression, I'm sure, anyway. Yeah.
I'm very bad at imitating British accent. Sorry.
SSB? RP?
RP. So, can you ask JF if the UK should consider some form conscription, as Germany and France seem to be doing?
Well, this is kind of interesting, and this goes back to a conversation I had earlier about drones. I don't think traditional conscription of getting everyone drafted into the infantry and marching around, that's not going to help anybody. And
as you can see,
it's not going to be very productive.
It actually could have helped Ukraine right now.
It could help Ukraine a little bit, yes.
To withstand the Russian fucking horde.
With some discipline would be good, yeah. Well, once your backs are actually to the wall, then I think at this point, there's something else we need to mobilize. What Ukraine has, which we have, maybe we have enough, maybe we have fewer of them. But remember, Britain, if you look at the inbound investment in tech and engineering, actually Britain led before Brexit, and even afterwards. But before Brexit, it was dramatic. far more investment into engineering and programming in Britain and startups anywhere else. So it's a kind of what you have in Lviv and Kiev here, especially, which is this huge tech entrepreneurial pool of talent. And that's obviously enabled and fired up, combined with civic society, your drone initiatives that have kept the orc hordes at bay. So we have some elements of that, but it seems to me that what the person I was speaking to earlier, actually, she's spoken in public about this over and over. So I can say, Maria Belinska, what she talks about is that you need to mobilize the whole of society. Yeah. And if you have tech talent, you need to partially militarize it so that you have people who understand drone warfare, who are thinking about it, innovating it, practicing it. And we talked about an example, not just of the Second War in Britain, where you have mass mobilization and certain talents going to things like Bletchley Park and so on. If you go back to the late Middle Ages, where we had the super weapon of the era, the drone of the era, were longbows. New technology that completely revolutionized warfare, and a much smaller, expert British army wiped out a much more traditional, French army, absolutely massacred them. But what you had is these trees were grown by order in every churchyard, and the population after church had to go and practice archery from the age of, I don't know, it was 14 or something. Someone will correct me in the comments, from the age of 14 upwards. Well, we need that, not just mobilization, we need mass civic participation in our own defense and adoption of drone technology and rapid iteration that's happening here. That's my kind of view.
It's like Stanenko says, sorry for interrupting you.
It's okay.
So you are either in the army or for the army.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, guys, right now we're being for the army. We're raising funds for 2 night vision goggles and a shotgun for the guys to protect themselves from enemy FPV drones. We need to get 429,000 hryvnias, which is roughly just a bit more than $10,000. 10,200, something like this. We actually almost finished that fundraiser. I think we're missing only like $2,000, but it's not the only fundraiser this week. I just got a request today from the separate presidential brigade. The guys need... how do we call this? A trailer, причеп для авто. Причеп, такий звичайний, як це? Trailer, yeah.
Trailer, yeah.
It's a trailer. So they needed to carry the...
Pricep, something that is attached on
Причеп,
something
yes,
else.
причеп in Ukrainian. You see, прицеп in Russian, причеп in Ukrainian. Yeah, so they need this trailer. It's going to cost them 85,000 hryvnias, which is $2,000. I actually promised to get them that причеп for already 1.5 months, and I'm finally getting that done this week. So I'm not the only one getting that done. We are getting this done, guys. So thank you for donating. We got 3 donations in the last 4 minutes.
Yay,
First
thank you so
one
much.
from Rachel T for the 27th. Rachel, are you in the chat? Let me know if you would like the tickets for the beautiful flag we have behind us. You see the beautiful patch here and the other beautiful patch here. Wow, it's so handy. If I do it this way, you could see both. Yeah.
So Cheryl commented that this coat of arms looks good near me.
Oh, yeah.
It matches your top.
Yeah. It's just not enough yellow on you. Do we have something yellow here? It's an emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 30 pounds. So, Rachel, would you like 3 tickets for the flag, for the beautiful flag, for the raffle of this flag? Because you're not getting the tickets for the flag itself, you're getting the tickets for the raffle. $10 donation from Levy. Thank you very much, Levy. He says it in Ukrainian. Один квиток, будь ласка. Слава Україні.
Героям слава. Дуже дякуємо.
One ticket, please. That's what he said. And Slava Ukraini. Heroям Slava. We responded one time already. $11.08. I think it's €10 these days. From Giancarlo. Thank you, Giancarlo. So, guys, that means we raised, 40 pounds is like $50, right?
Yep.
I guess. It should be.
It's not 1,000, which is what we're trying to get to.
Very ambitious.
Oh my God. I think it's possible only if China wins. You know? If you got what I mean, guys. Okay, let me actually...
Maybe it's the
You
Raman.
didn't get it?
It's the Raman effect.
If China will win over United States, the dollar will be fucked. Completely fucked. GBP to USD. Let's do it. And we have 40 pounds, which is $52.94. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. Do I sound properly? When I say money?
Money, that sounds
Money.
Money. Give me your money.
Monet.
No.
Give me your money.
No.
Money.
Wait. That's English. But
That's
you
English.
also have Cockney. You also have one of
Yeah,
them
yeah,
definitely says
Cockney is
money.
also English.
Yeah, money.
Money, not
That's.
money.
I'm good. Sorry, apologies for that because everyone's going to know. I'm not. A Cockney.
He has the right
I
to.
don't. I'm not. No, I was born in Croydon. No, it's not really central London. I don't have the right to do Cockney.
Okay, got it. Okay, so what
But
did we
the
have
boundaries
there?
are blurred.
There you are.
I've been
I
fa-
was going to ask, where is your fantastic BBC pronunciation from? Where did you acquire
Kyiv,
such a...
Ukraine.
In Kyiv, in Ukraine?
Yes.
Extraordinary.
Thank you so much. Well, I've been to the UK, but mostly Scotland. And as you know, in Scotland, English
You're certainly
is
not
quite-
speaking,
And I've been there for 7 weeks in total over the course of 5 years.
Well, that's not
A
that
long time
much,
ago,
yeah.
yes. And it was quite a specific experience of dancing and teaching dancing. So
Teaching dancing. Oh, we're Ukrainian dancing. Oh,
Scottish country dancing.
gosh, Cayley dancing.
Well,
What?
it's called Scottish country dancing, yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Kaylee's, yeah, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Well, I went to Edinburgh University, so... Yeah.
Yes,
that's
I love
fabulous.
Scotland and Edinburgh, and I hope to visit again, but not before they abolish visas for Ukrainians. And not before the war ends, because I haven't been traveling since the start of the full-scale invasion. That's my conscious decision, even for work.
No, that's
We have
that's fair.
a funny
Yeah.
comment from Sir Garrick. He says, "Oh, just noticed, it's Mr. Fink there."
Nice.
And not the usual,
Noise.
boring version you get on Silicon Curtain.
2 days ago, he was even more festive version.
Yes,
He had
yeah.
1.5 beers and some wine before that.
I just arrived. I'd arrived.
I didn't have enough sleep tonight, but yesterday was my sleepy rig day. So today, even with a lack of sleep, I still have the energy.
Yeah.
I
I got less energy than the first night, but I think it's more like you have a chain of scenery, and you got the adrenaline pumping. You've been, I took the minibus here, and there's that certain expectation, a little bit of fear as well. You're quite hyped up.
This is the relaxed and fun version of Mr. Fink. I also like this version more. Sorry for my honesty,
Yeah.
but than that one.
I wonder if there's a bell curve. You add alcohol, but it goes downhill at some point. That's the bit where I'm picking fights and throwing furniture at people.
And you start when I say I don't want to offend you, but I like this version more. What did you just say to me? You bastard!
No, there is no version of me like that. Don't worry.
Who knows? Do you have PTSD?
No, I don't have. Well, I haven't. No, I
What
haven't.
question is that?
I haven't served. So yeah, that's
Hi Rick, Rachel T here. Tickets for rollers. Thank you very much, Rachel. 1 minute to midnight. That's Rachel T. We like formal and casual Fink. Is it
Okay.
the formal?
I like
and casual?
both.
No, wait.
I mean, well, formal, I guess, is on the channel.
That
I mean,
one.
Yeah.
and this is the casual one. Yeah.
You know, this is just my style. I don't like
Yeah.
to be formal, and and I like.
Yeah.
What's it? Is it being casual right now?
Casual, relaxed, casual. Yeah.
But it's a different format.
I mean,
so
what they
so
don't
it's-
know is when I've got some of the world's top generals there,
Yeah.
I usually haven't changed out of my pajamas, and I've just fallen out of bed and like, oh my god.
Wait, I just got it. She means she likes both. We
likes
like
both versions.
formal
Both
and
versions.
casual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I got it.
That's-
Okay.
It's nice. That's a
That's
kind
nice.
of
Well,
comment.
why
I like
not?
that.
Like a daily quantum of silicon, please.
Okay. Depends where the silicon's going, doesn't it? But that's,
Think is Cockney for think.
it's not. But
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
try. Nice try.
Right?
Nice try.
Yeah, I think. Do you think? Do you think?
Yeah. I don't like that.
It's
I
from a
got too
different
much of that
accent,
at
I think,
school.
when they say F instead of.
It is,
it's,
yeah.
It's one of the different.
Yeah,
other
it can
Not
be. It
Cockney,
can.
I
not
think.
Cockney.
Yes. I'm following this,
It can
this
be.
channel, Let Them Talk, on YouTube.
Okay.
There's this English language teacher of Indian descent working and teaching people to speak English in Paris, and he makes these very educational and funny videos on his channel. And he once explained all the differences between the various
Why is it not
accents.
recommending me any channel?
Let them talk.
I actually put them, but I think it's correct,
Yeah.
autocorrect.
And his name is Gideon, which is also nice.
I have trauma when we talk about teaching English because I taught English for a while, and I don't think I was very good at it, and it used to just give me nightmares.
Really?
Yeah. The disparity between what I was supposed to be teaching and the fact that I didn't really know anything just made me feel really bad all the time.
Too stressful.
It's pretty stressful,
Not
you know. I'm not
fulfilling and rewarding for you.
I'm not great on grammar. And when I was learning Russian, that was a real stumbling block, you know, learning the formal grammar and just staying awake in lessons, that kind of stuff. So I learnt my Russian by drinking a lot, talking to people. And in particular, there was one thing outside the flat where I lived, there was a kiosk, you know, one of those
Yeah, sure.
kiosks where most of it's padielki fake. And there was an Armenian guy running the kiosk. I used to sit in the kiosk and he'd tell me which drinks weren't going to poison me.
Oh,
And we talk about Russians and
that's useful.
we talk about Russia and how awful it was. And that was quite an eye-opening experience because this was in 97. And there were 97, 90, no, it wasn't. It was 96, 96, 90, yeah, 96. And he'd say, okay, keep quiet. Don't open your mouth. Because when the local thugs were coming around to accept their Krisha money,
Krisha,
yeah, Krisha, he was saying, like, if they know you're foreign, we're both probably dead. Such as...
Yep.
But, you know, I learned a particular kind of Russian from him. Nice guy, you know. And I didn't poison myself by drinking dodgy vodka. So lots of wins right there.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I calculated. So far, we didn't have any more donations in the last 9 minutes. But so far, we raised $74.02. Let's just even it to $74. Do I say it correctly? Even
Round it up.
Round it up. Yeah, that's not even
You
it
can't
up.
round it down because they've already
We
given the
have
money.
raised $74 so far.
So $74 in what, 1 hour? I guess in 1 hour.
Oh, that's fairly low going.
Yeah,
isn't it?
we should have been on 250 at least or by now. But yeah, we still need to raise $426, guys. So you know what? I'm gonna try to motivate you differently this time. You actually have the chance to give Russia what it deserves. The only way to do it is to help our defenders to eliminate more Russian occupiers, and that is by donations. So you actually kick Russia in the guts, or actually kick them in the face with an FPV drone, for example, with your donation. Of course, not directly, but it all is a big puzzle. And we're a small piece in this huge puzzle, and every piece makes the difference, and every piece matters. So please help us be a bigger piece, you know, yeah, the more, I guess, the more help we provide to our defenders, the bigger piece we will become. And that means less, you know, less whining from our side that we're not getting enough donations and all of this. So I'm not going to be whining today. I'm going to be trying to motivate you with some examples, or doesn't really sound like example. Let's call it a logical chain, right? That's what I just tried to present.
And this is
You're
an
looking at
interesting
this
one.
like I'm saying some bullshit.
No, I'm just tired, sorry. I'm trying to keep track of what you're saying.
I'm going to bring this back to what Rick said earlier, because we started to talk about army reforms, and there'll be a lot of people listening to these streams are like, you're sourcing equipment which is absolutely vital and essential. They might be asking, well, why don't units have this stuff already? You know, you've got NATO support, you've got this, you've got that, you've got a Ministry of Defense. Well, why don't have, you know, why do key regiments, especially effective regiments, not have the kit that is absolutely essential to them remaining effective? And this is quite a complex answer, isn't it? Because central government doesn't play the same role that it does in Western countries.
That's one thing. You know what? I think even without that aspect, we gotta understand how big this war, how huge the scale of it is, and to be honest, all that help with a couple of hundred Bradleys, which is a lot, is unfortunately not enough, because ideally, to cover all the units we have with armored vehicles, we will have to get at least 2,000 to 3,000 armored vehicles, which is pretty easy, to be honest, for United States. But United States is not interested in our victory. This is why United States never planned to provide us with 2,000 to 3,000 Bradleys, which would still be part of it would be destroyed in time. Let's say that if like even 30% of those Bradleys would be destroyed, which is like 700 of them, we will have to repair them, replenish them. Not all of them would be repairable, right? Because they might be completely destroyed on the battlefield or abandoned on the battlefield, because soldiers prioritize their life, and that's how it should be, over the equipment. And the commanders should prioritize the lives of their personnel over equipment.
And occasionally, they might have less concern for recovering the equipment than they could. I mean, certain people will understand that recovering that equipment will save more lives. Others will be like, I'm getting the hell out of here. And that's unfortunate. That's human nature.
Yeah, that's okay. I think, in my opinion, soldier better save their life at that point and come back there again, then we will have one less soldier trying to save that armored vehicle. This is why, you see, it's only about armored vehicles. We have so many different types of equipment that could be brought here. Let's take pickup trucks that are widely used on the front line. The problem is, not a single country, I think, supplied us with pickup trucks. It's a very important element of our defense. It's a key element of logistics.
That's why car for Ukraine. Not to steal,
Yes,
the theme here, but
Exactly.
yeah, there's civic society groups that are stepping in to provide something that is urgently needed, and they don't always last long. And when we crowdsourced one on the live stream, I can mention this because you were on our live stream.
Yeah.
We bought a vehicle and that went to the front, and it lasted 2 weeks. 2 weeks before it was trashed by a drone. But all three service
It could be
people,
even worse.
Could
Sometimes
be
a
it's
couple
just-
of hours.
Yes.
It could be. But all three service people had minor
Survived.
concussion and scratches. They all survived. No broken limbs, and they were
Yes,
returned
so
to
even the
units.
vehicles are expendables.
Yeah, exactly. Vehicles are the most expendable because Russians are hunting them. It's the primary target. And even civilian cars are being hunted right now actively by Russian FPV drones. Because first of all, they consider every vehicle a target there. These days, like there were days when they were really sparing the lives of civilians. Right now, first of all, a lot of them enjoyed this. The other Russians are practicing this way. The more civilians they kill, the easier it is going to be for them to kill the military, right? So
I think they're financially compensated, maybe as well, for hitting targets. I don't know that. Maybe someone knows the details on that, but but we have to say the Ukrainian army also has targets for. Almost the gamification or the capitalization, turning it into a, But actually, that's important in the current incredibly iterative, fast-moving evolution of warfare.
Yeah. Well, let me finish. So, guys, and you gotta understand that all of this expendable material, cars, EcoFlows, power stations, Starlinks, all of this, there's like every European country will have to use 5% of their GDP only for Ukraine to fucking give us what we need, because the front line stretches for more than 1,000 kilometers. And there is intensive battle and offensive on each kilometer of that front line. Maybe not in Kherson Oblast, not that intensive, but believe me, there are islands near Kherson Oblast. They are constantly being pushed by Russians. They are occupying those islands and trying to get back to Kherson. And sometimes they even have their landing parties on the right bank of Kherson Oblast. So all the defense all over the front line is very resource consuming. And I tell you, even if our government would finance only war, it will be not enough money for everything.
And even if it was super efficient
Exactly.
and not hierarchical, it would still not be enough.
Exactly.
Yes, they call this war the biggest since the Second World War for a reason, because the front line is huge. It's more than 1,000 kilometers. If you take into account the northern border of Ukraine, which should be taken into account, it's
has
more
to
than
be defended.
yeah, exactly, because we had Bucha exactly because Belarus was involved.
Yeah.
Bucha and everything else.
Exactly.
I was looking at the shelf because someone in the chat commented that they were making jokes about Roman being present here. So someone suggested that
Tactical plant.
Roman was there, and we yes, we do have a tactical plant. If you want
We
me
can put it here.
to show it to you and
We've
put it on the
renamed
table,
the
we can do
plant
that.
Roman.
Take it with both hands.
Here we go. Here is
Place
the
it
plant.
there behind the light if it's
Yeah.
okay.
I might have to nip out for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, sure.
So the plant is a useful kind of prop for hiding the movement of people.
Oh my god, these new to me British terms like nip out. Does the word
Phrasal-
nipple has something to do with the word
No.
nip?
Ah, good question.
No. I mean like no. I mean did did the word nipple get from the word nip? No.
No.
Okay.
Although-
you go.
Nips is a shortened version of it, so it is quite confusing. But no, I don't think they come from the same
Okay.
source.
Okay,
Homonyms.
Is also anyway. I'll get British people on the channel. Give your opinion on nips.
Okay. Sorry guys.
Do we
my-
have British people
my
on the channel? I
questions-
think we do.
can seem silly sometimes, but I like to be silly. It brings some smile
Yeah, sure.
and
And
joy.
I guess our audience seems to enjoy.
Yeah, guys.
There's a donation from Harry.
Harry, thank you for $13.99 Canadian dollar super chat. Hello, rollers. Slava Ukraini. Greetings to honored guests and Rick.
Героям слава. Thank you
Героям
very much,
слава.
Harry.
Oh my god, here we go again, Pet Challenge says. Nips and nipples, you mean? Nip means dash. Oh my god, if I only knew what dash is. Do you know what dash is? Like dashboard?
Ну, я знаю значення слова dash, like dashing. Ну, такий енергійний, такий завзятий.
Okay,
Завзятістю, напевно.
dash. Nip out.
А там, до речі, було про це слово японське, яке ти говорив.
Yeah, it's fox. I fucked up. I wanted to mention that, but we got carried away with that interesting
yes,
conversation.
Yes, I had so many
It is fox, yeah, guys,
ideas
sorry.
and comments while
fucked
you
up.
were discussing things
Same
with
shit. Same shit. Whenever you discuss something, I read the chat and I'm like, okay, I need to mention this. I need to mention this also. And I'm
No, I wanted to say, getting back to Kasparov and Russians. Well, Jonathan is not here because I think he would enjoy whatever I'm going to say.
maybe you wait until he's back.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's read the chat for now.
because I was going to agree with the term "he" applies to Russians who do something good instead of good Russians.
Sir Shum says XXX rated Rick.
Oh.
Not really, guys. Not really. So, guys, we're slacking in fundraising right now. On PayPal, we raised only $74 for now, all for over an hour. So, Mr. Sir Shum, Yolo Swagins, and everyone else who I noticed appearing in the chat, we need your donations. Please send whatever you can because we still need to raise $426 today.
Yes,
And we got a bonus, of, like, you know that I like focus on PayPal to reach the goal,
Yeah.
but we had like a bonus donation that will get us over the goal when we reached the goal on PayPal. Is from Robert Jonasar on
yeah.
the base,
As usual.
9,000
Wow.
hryvnias donation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
dear
Robert.
friend. Okay.
And I just wanted to say, since today is Thanksgiving, that we are
happy Thanksgiving,
We are so grateful for, even though we may sound whiny because we need to. I ask you for donations during each stream. We are immensely grateful for all the help and support, donations, and assistance in any other form that you guys give us in this fight. We couldn't do without you, and as I always say, we will win this war together, and it is possible only if we do it together. So thank you so much.
Yep, thank you guys. Anastasia is always very good in thanking the rollers. And I think you
I try to be, yes, because I really appreciate what people from other countries are doing to help us, like being so empathetic, and it is indeed our common cause, as one of our dear friends today has agreed when we exchanged thanking gratitudes to each other on this day. So this
and
is,
I just got $50 from Sir
Yay!
Shum.
Thank you
Sir
so much,
Shum,
Harry.
Harry, thank you. He says, usual draw donation. Awesome, you got how
Thank
many
you.
tickets for the flag? 5. Yeah, let's show the flag once again.
Let's do this.
So guys, this flag is the flag of 157th Battalion. That's their patch, and this is the patch of the brigade they are part of. That's 118th Brigade of the Territorial Defense from Cherkasy Oblast.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
My mom is from Cherkasy.
That's really cool.
My mom is from Cherkasy Oblast. We have our ancestral village there. You mean not the patch, but the seal, the coat of arms. Right, this one.
The coat of arms, but it
yeah.
is also the patch. You see, it has
Do
the
you,
same.
do you have the actual patch?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
both
nice.
of them. So I'm going to be raffling this patch probably next week, or this one of them, and then the other one after that. So guys, let's move it this way. It says, thank you from the military personnel or just personnel of the military unit A7323. Greek, his call sign is he's an English teacher. Great guy. I met them. And Cap was a policeman, an officer, and he was actually fighting. He was in an anti-corruption. What do you call this?
Action center.
No,
the
I
Shabunin?
wanted to call department of the police. So, great guys who we provided with the car. Well, actually, it went to their subordinates because one guy is an officer, the other one is, I think, the surgeon of the company or platoon. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So, Cap is an officer. But not a captain, I guess. Oh no, wait. He was a captain back there in police. He just got his captain rank, and then he volunteered for Ukrainian army. And that captain rank is now not really used. So he has another rank. Now it's my turn to tip to the loo. All right.
Okay.
Oh, nip.
Or nip to the loo.
Tip, not tiptoe.
You can tiptoe, depends how desperate you are.
Okay. How desperate am I? So we got, I think, one more donation. Oh shit! Yola Swaggins donated $125.90.
Wow.
That's more like it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. He says, "Hope you reach the goal, guys. No surrender. Slava Ukraini."
Героям
Героям
слава.
слава.
Slava Slava from Yola Swaggins, and $40 donation from JG. What is your
Yes.
favorite pie, guys? What is your favorite pie?
Pie. I don't really like pie.
You don't really like
I don't
pies?
really like pie. Well, I kind of quite like the flaky pastry, you know, steak and ale pie, pub kind of food, you know. But I'm not a big pie person.
I like apple pie, classic, but I think it's. Well, in my family, we love cherries, the sour ones.
Cherry
and,
pie. That's different.
Cherry pies.
I'll make an
yeah.
exception for that.
Yeah. Jonathan, I wanted to get back to the conversation about Russians and
Yes.
Kasparov in particular.
Yes.
And
While Rick's away,
yes, I announced to him that while you were away, that I was going to compliment you and agree with your notion of useful Russians instead
Yes.
of good Russians.
yes,
So yeah, I think that's it's more useful concept. Yeah,
because then you have to define what useful means.
yes, and
then-
useful. They are useful, and people like him. They are few, yes, but they are still useful for our cause. So we can concentrate, as Rick says, that he's concentrating on Ukrainians, and I think it's makes sense because we have so much time and energy, to do survive and keep working and raising funds and so on during this.
But what I'd never do is insist or even try to get even useful Russians and Ukrainians to sit and talk. That's not my role. It's deeply insensitive, deeply inappropriate for someone like me to even present that. But occasionally I'll say, look, this is an interesting insight that I got from a conversation, and here's a couple of people who I think they're useful, and this is why they're useful. But I would never try to put people on a stage or engineer any reconciliation. That's abhorrent and inappropriate.
Yeah, thank you for that. But I also wanted to add that they are useful specifically for Western audiences. So they may be not as useful for Ukrainian audiences, those Russians, what they say,
Yes.
as they are useful for Western audiences, because unfortunately most of the governments and Western societies, they still pay attention to what Russian opposition
This is where we get into the category of not
Say.
useful Russians who are interpreted by the West as being useful.
Yeah.
Some people might not like this, but Yulia Navalny and her crew are not good Russians.
And neither they are useful.
Neither are they useful either.
True. Thank you. Agreement on that.
But yeah, it's not helpful to kind of go through the list. I mean, one that was interesting actually, because this is where I talked to a lot of my Ukrainian friends about whether I should do this conversation. I did a conversation with Alexander Nevzorov, who is well known as one of the architects of Putin's propaganda regime. And that was very debatable and very contentious about whether...
He's still, yes.
But 50% of his audience are Ukrainian. Did you know?
Unfortunately, many Ukrainians keep listening to much more notorious people than he is.
But he's
Even
now normally
though-
pro-Ukrainian, but
he's
he
had
still speaks in a...
quite bad experience with Lithuanians, for example, and they still don't like him. Most of them.
No, of course not. No, I mean, by his own admission, he was a Russian imperial fascist.
Yeah.
But
And I think he hasn't apologized enough.
you can never apologize too much for that. There's no limit to the apologies. But I think one of the things that came out of it, and we're talking about insights that can still come from those conversations, one thing that came out of that was that I have a core part of my audience who is really pro-Ukrainian, and hates what Russia's done and finds it absolutely disgusting, etc. That's great. But when they watched this conversation with Nevzorov, many of these people who are really, really pro-Ukrainian said in the comments I knew Russia was bad, but I had no idea it was this bad. So I think across the board, we are still failing in some ways to describe the absolute toxicity and malignancy, not just of Russian leadership, but of the entire society, the entire architecture, the way people are brought up, the way they're educated. It's rotten to the very core.
Yeah, it seems that Western societies still find it really hard to understand that it is Russian war. It is Russia's people's war, not just Putin's war, or even of the Putin's clique or something.
If the people weren't broadly in agreement with it, he couldn't conduct it.
Millions
It would
of
be
Russians who
impossible.
work in the military-industrial complex, and
Millions.
they feel happy, and they are motivated for this war to continue because they earn even more.
You know, a lot
Yeah.
of
Being employed there.
simple Russian citizens who are not part of the military complex, when they're being interviewed on the streets, they spit
that
Russian
too,
propaganda. They say, "We need to crush them all." No, not like this. We need to crush them all. You know, we need to nuke Washington. We need to nuke London.
Warsaw.
And, Warsaw, we got to destroy all of them. They deserve to be destroyed and raped. And you know, Russians are so fucking fascist, guys. You cannot imagine how deeply this society is savage and cruel and sadistic. Now, I calculated how much we raised thanks to those three donations: $89.98. So, guys, just 200 and let's call it 11. Okay, no, let's call it 10. $210 left to raise. Come on, let's do it as fast as fucking possible.
And
We're getting
till
back
the
on
usual
track, but-
goal. Till the usual goal.
Till the 500. Yeah, till the 500. The usual coffee shop stream.
We can
goal.
beat that, though. We can beat that. Come on.
We can
have-
stay here until 10 p.m., right?
Yeah,
They
but,
chuck us out at 10.
but I would like to finish at 9:45. Let's.
Big difference.
Are
Wow.
you kidding? Anastasia knows me very well. No, I actually just promised that I'll go visit Lila's place and see her. Lila Trohimets. She's back, and I want
That's Roman's
to see
sister.
her. Yeah, Roman's sister. So yeah, I would like to not sit here until 10. Okay, let's do it a bit. I mean, finish a bit earlier. Okay.
I've got some episodes to put out as well. I get very paranoid when I don't put my daily content out. I feel racked with guilt, and then I look at my stats and I start to panic.
Oh my god, I got 100,000 views less than yesterday.
Yeah, I know. It's terrifying.
Terrifying, yeah, especially if it's 100,000 views less, right? Than not a couple of thousand.
There'll be less Christmas presents under the tree, you know. So keep watching, keep clicking.
Okay, guys, you may ask me why the hell this plant is covering my face. That's because it's a tactical plant. It's basically my ambush that I have on you to pursue from here.
I think the plant's sort of slightly more interesting than we are. So it's adding value to the ensemble. Let's go. Is there more questions? Let's get some questions from our dear audience.
What is pecan?
You forget to point
No,
it.
it's a question to you.
What is pecan? That's a nut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it looks like our
Uh-huh.
chestnut. No, wait, not
По-моему, він такий витягнутий
walnut.
трошки.
But it's like stretched.
It's a little bit, yeah. It's like a squished, stretched.
I think they do.
walnut.
They grow that in China, right?
Ooh, you've lost me there. My geography lessons were a long time ago.
Jeff, you put out plenty. What plenty of what? JF, you put out.
I put
plenty.
out plenty. That can be read in the wrong way.
Yeah, but
No,
what the hell does it mean?
Plenty of content, I think. That's
Yes, plenty of content.
No, there's no sexual connotations there, but it could be read that way.
Okay. That was funny and scary at the same time, Yellow Swoggins says. Funny and scary what? What are we talking about right now? I'm a bit... You lost me there. Hey, Sir Shum just donated 60 more, saying more for the draw. Cool. Amazing. Thank you so much. That's 60. Let's see.
Speaking of funny and scary, at the same time, I'll show you something after the stream. Remind me, please.
Oh, boy.
Both of you.
After the stream. Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Well, because here we are promoting your fundraisers.
Okay. But you have someone else's fundraiser. That is scary. Oh my god.
I'm
so
keeping the
intrigued.
intrigue.
I guess we can't give it away. That's intrigue there.
Okay, guys, we have $150 left to raise. Sorry, to the minimum goal, but we can always get to no goal. You know, so yeah, you please donate because we have the chance to help at least 2 units every week. Oh, guys, I forgot.
It's 8:30. It's 8:30. We've still got time. We've still got time
I
to
forgot,
get
guys.
there.
I got a third request today for this week. It's from Roman Trochemet's brothers in arms. They need a car repair, a help with a car repair. So he says, if we can go for an additional $500 to $700, it will be awesome. So, guys, we need to raise even more this week. We need to help. We need to provide that additional help, especially for the car repair. It's not, the sexy fundraiser as for drones or the cars. Car repair sounds boring to many people, and they skip that, but not the rollers. They always donate for car repairs. They always know that the less interesting things are very important. The least, not the least, but the less. Let's call them the less. I don't think that the car repair is the least interesting.
Massively important. I mean, the alternative is walking miles and miles with equipment and full packs on it. It's horrific.
Which sometimes is impossible. If you have, like 10 boxes of ammunition, you won't carry it on your
or
back.
generators.
Even if
Starlinks.
possible, it's way riskier, as we've discussed before, that armored vehicles
Exactly.
really save lives.
Douglas Whitney, I have UK question. Do you think we need to increase the army reserve? It's a good one.
That's a little bit like the question we had earlier about mobilization.
Yeah.
Because there's sort of two sides, I guess, of the same coin, although reservists are potentially a bit more committed and experienced because they're volunteering into it. I mean, the answer is yes. I think the regular army needs to be increased, the reservists need to be increased, and we need to get a sense of everybody in society, as Maria Berlinska says, they have a stake in defense and victory. Now, they might choose to do that through maybe doing medical training or first aid training. They may do it because in terms of drones and technology and developing more of a sense of civic society, or they may be far more military. But we need a fundamental change. That also means that our politicians need to explain to us that we are in a way at war with Russia
It's very
already.
unpopular. It's also unpopular in Ukraine.
That reality is unpopular, absolutely.
Which one?
I mean,
Once again?
that we're at war with Russia.
Explain to the whole nation in each country that everyone needs to get involved and
Yeah. Unfortunately,
at least take this regular training.
unfortunately, big part of population doesn't understand this, but the citizens, we understand.
But doesn't understanding come with participation? It's almost like a chicken and egg situation.
Mostly understand. More not okay. Understanding is the first step to taking responsibility, and I think a lot of people who really care about the future of their children, their own future, understanding how the situation really is, will take that responsibility. Or will be honest with them and with each other, with everyone else, and say, I'm not ready to take that responsibility. And the choices can be different. Yeah, I won't.
But pretending there's no responsibility and no problem, that's the worst
Yeah.
scenario of all.
And unfortunately, still, I would say, millions of Ukrainians are like that. We live in our bubble of conscious people. And sometimes I go out of bubble and I'm like, oh shit, there are millions of them who are not like us.
On the other hand, during the first weeks and months of the full-scale invasion, the whole society mobilized. And we need to keep in mind and give some credit to our nation and people that we're in the fourth year of this full-scale invasion. It's extremely exhausting and challenging for all of us. So, yes, most of the people, they get this understanding of the need for taking responsibility and getting really engaged and involved once they have experienced some loss or in the family or among their friends or personally. Most of the people wouldn't start doing more than they do in everyday life unless they get that experience. But for example, in my family, we've all experienced a bombing somewhere near, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's most of the families in Ukraine have now either lost some dear ones in this war or have had an experience of their residential building being bombed by Russian missiles or drones, and it is not going to stop anytime soon. So I don't know.
You know, guys.
How to reconcile this tiredness and exhaustion from the full-scale invasion and the need to actually step up our efforts.
Actually, just understood that I would like to make a revelation, and it's not my own. It's a revelation about the member of my family, but I think it's totally fine to speak about that and to. I think rollers will understand, and I think my dad will understand if I share this honestly, because he is himself an honest person. I don't think it is a secret. So I probably actually shared with rollers that he is right now. Yeah, I think I already shared that. He is in Poland. So he left Ukraine, and he left it not before the full-scale invasion or not in the beginning of the full-scale invasion. He left it in 2023, late 2023, I guess. So the situation is next. His health is not good. So he had a heart attack in the beginning of this year when he was already in Poland. He had a huge level of, high level of cholesterol, and they checked his veins, blood vessels, and it is fully stuffed with cholesterol. So military service for him would be killing. It will be definitely making him suffer badly. So he right now he went through a surgery. They did a bypass on his heart. You know what it is, right, guys?
One of my relatives in Cherkasy had that surgery last year.
So basically, bypass gave him a chance to live around 15 years longer than what does he have right now? He is 54 years old. So we could lose him already in this age, but luckily he survived the heart attack and he got the surgery, and now he feels good. Of course, he got a 30-centimeter cut on his chest, and the nerves on the chest still give him a lot of discomfort, and he cannot really sleep in some positions, but it will improve in time. The most important thing, his heart is not bothering him anymore. And what I must tell you, so my father, understanding that his health is not very good already before the heart attack, he made a choice to leave the country because he was already on the brink of being forcefully mobilized. He was stopped on the street once. They almost packed him up into the van, as we call it in Ukrainian, packing someone up. Busified.
Busified.
Bus is the van in Ukrainian. We call it
Busifikacja,
exactly.
No.
It was somewhere in 2023. So he.
The shock of that is enough to trigger a heart event, right? That's not a great thing to go through.
My father is conscious of everything that is happening in the country. He is conscious, that supporting the army is important, and he is following the Ukrainian military, like Magyar, for example. He was following Magyar, donating to Magyar, and I think Strenenko too. Yeah, he's following Strenenko's Telegram channel. So he's a conscious person. He's aware how important it is to support the resistance, if not being in the army, then being for the army. He understands this, but he was not ready to take this responsibility. That's what I was talking about earlier. So you may realize everything, but you also need to make a choice. You either join the resistance, directly, the army, not just resistance. Joining resistance is easy. Joining the army, joining the resistance on the very front line, and putting your life in risk is not every person can do it.
And also, having a hyper awareness, also, you'll probably know that there are certain brigades that are going to give you a better chance to be effective. But if you end up in the wrong one or under the wrong leadership, if you're really conscious of what's going on, you might also be somewhat afraid of putting your life in control of incompetent people. Now, that's not the whole picture, but that's something to consider.
And you see, I got the question sometimes from rollers. Rick, why are your citizens leaving the country? Why are your young men or older men leave the country, sometimes illegally, and they don't choose to fight? That's because it's not that easy. It's complicated. It's a choice where you put your life at big risk and danger.
We should ask ourselves the same question. People asking that question should ask it of themselves. What would they do in that scenario?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer. I know that I run the channel and stuff, and I'm fighting the information war. I can't honestly tell you whether I would volunteer to fight. I don't know what decision I'd make. I'm also rather old, but
rather volunteer or not resist when you get mobilized. It's different.
That's the other thing as well.
It's very different. And it is complicated for many men in Ukraine. I know a lot of Ukrainian patriots either tried to leave the country or left the country because of mobilization, because they did not have the guts to accept this. And you see, I don't have the guts to volunteer for the army. And I tell myself that I will, when I'm going to be forcefully mobilized someday, I tell myself that I will not run away. I will make my way to one of the good brigades where I have the soldiers I know who will take care of me. I have plenty of them.
Yeah. But you also know, in your defense, that you're being effective in a way that very few Ukrainians can be effective. Yeah. Very few people can raise these required funds in the way that you do. So, I'm standing up for you here.
Yeah, especially raising funds from foreigners, because many Ukrainians, even those famous volunteers and funds, they like Serhiy Prytula, for example, and others, and Sternenko also, they raise mostly within Ukraine, and the resources, like financial resources of Ukrainians, are getting ever more limited. I also wanted to mention polls which had been conducted before the full-scale invasion among Ukrainians, and I remember them very well because. Ukrainians were asked if they would go fight if full-scale invasion happens, big expansion of the war at the time, or they would resist in another way, or they would flee. And about 80% of Ukrainians responded that they would at least resist in some way. And
how many?
About 80%.
80%.
And eventually it turned out to be true. Yes, about 10 million Ukrainians fled, but then at least a third or maybe up to half of that number returned. But 30 million Ukrainians stayed, which means they resisted because it was during the first few days. Even I was very scared if we survive. I mean, even I, because I had been expecting this, so I've made the conscious decision to stay in any case, whatever happens. And I was very. I think we hadn't had a clear idea of how good Ukrainian army could actually turn out to be and fight back. But we were really at that time we were really trusting in them, believing in them, and hoping that. They will fight back, but then they showed us that it's even better. But the first few days were really very scary, indeed. Yeah. But I mean, we are a big nation of tens of millions of people, and it's if you compare us to much smaller nations like Finns, for example. Yes, they are exemplary. They have been during the Winter War, but Winter War lasted for 3 months. And also another factor is with the learning languages, most of the people would learn a foreign language only if it's necessary. So the necessity, breeds some actions. And it's during the first few months, so most of the Ukrainians realized that we actually are facing this existential threat, and unless we unite, we wouldn't survive. And even most of the businesses even paid taxes in advance. They would pay profit tax in advance. That had never happened before.
Yeah.
So it's just because
I know that before.
Yeah. So big nations like all big systems are way more complex than smaller ones. You cannot just. It's not linear. and also because this war is so long, so it gets ever more challenging for us.
And there's this idea of staying in the country. It's still a conscious decision for many people who had the option or had the resources to leave.
Yeah.
That is still a brave decision on many levels, choosing to stay rather than go, even if you're not going the full extent of volunteering.
For some, it's a brave decision. For others, it's just well, like for me, it would have been way easier to flee and move and settle abroad than for many others because of the language and some other skills, probably. So others just they think that. Where do I go? This is my home. So it's just this perception of why would I leave? It's I like to say that I'm not brave. I'm very stubborn.
That's a great Ukrainian quality I've come to appreciate.
Yeah. I'm also
Absolute
stubborn.
bloody mindedness.
Yes, and the more I am bullied. Yes, so I've had some bad experience coming from my childhood, but it taught me that the more I am bullied, the more like resistance and
The more stubborn you
and
get.
stubbornness I show. Yes.
Okay, that's good. Guys,
How are we doing on the Donate?
I have great fundraising news for you.
Okay.
Let's go into it. Let's see. So, Hildegun donated $11 and said "Slava Ukraini."
Thank you, Heroям Slava.
Then Yola Swoggins donated $62.98 and said, "I'm annexing the $60 from Russia. Slava Ukraini." Heroям Slava.
Heroям Slava.
From Yola Swoggins. You missed it. There was a clever comment there. I'm annexing this $60 from Russia. Slava Ukraini.
Yeah.
Heroям Slava. And Hildegun, $11, right? Then $10 from Andreas Lech. Let's fix a car. Easier than fund a new one. Go, go, go.
Yes.
Thank you. Andres.
Next
Vielen Dank.
donation, $200 from Martin from Norway. His nickname in the chat is MVS. He says,
Thank you, Martin.
for car repairs, thank you for stream and keeping up the fight. Give Lila a hug from Norway and hugs to the three of you too. We are here with you until the Russians have gone home or are fertilizing your beautiful country. Slava Ukraini. Героям слава.
Смерть ворогам.
Смерть ворогам.
Смерть ворогам.
Death to the enemies.
Україна.
Понад
Понад усе.
усе.
Україна. Понад усе. Україна. Понад усе. Путін.
Героям тричі. Слава, слава, слава.
Слава.
Там
Путін
Путін
Putin.
хуйло.
Huilo. Yes, exactly. We have Willie Matt Glass, who in the comment to his every donation says Putin Huilo in the end. He's always reminding us. Thank you, Willie, if you're watching. Guys, and just 1 minute ago, we got another $150.
Wow, yay.
Sir
Thank
Shum
you.
donated that
Wow.
and said more for Dro. Thank you so much. So
Harry,
guys,
thanks a lot.
plus 150. Look at this.
well,
We're doing well, guys. $783.96
We're getting
raised.
closer to the 1,000. We're going to get the 1,000. That's cool.
By the way, there's also
We can get
a
that. We can easily get
Spanish greeting there. Hola, amigos and amigas.
Guys.
And amigas.
and amigas.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
So I wanted to thank you guys for such generous donating today. In this case, donating, not donations, because like general process of donating, it was very generous from you today. Thank you. So who do we have in the chat? People, thank you for giving me, like also kind of comforting words, if I can say, for being a chicken and not joining the army, and saying
you can't do anything. You have to do something.
yeah. Bina, for example, said, Rick, as I have said before, you already have your role in this war. Stream on.
You're
You're not just donating, right? You're also fighting what's called cognitive warfare. And this is the other bit that Maria Belinska talks about a lot, that this is the neglected part. While they're hitting you with drones, actually the key part of Russian warfare is to deprive you of the will to
Yes.
fight back and
Yes.
resist.
Yes.
And actually that's only going to increase as the years
Yeah.
go on because
Yeah.
of the platforms and technology we've built that actually have they're weapons that can be turned against us.
Rick, it's a question I asked before. Can you operate an FPV drone remotely from a different country? Yes, you can.
Anywhere in the
Operation
world, right?
Operation
Different
Spider
country.
Web
Yeah.
taught us that. It was yes, they were controlling the drones in Ukraine.
Are you sure that
I
there
am
weren't
sure.
weren't people on the ground doing that?
No. They were already sent away from the
Okay,
country
sent back.
before, and they were operating it from Ukraine. That's actually how Vasil Maluk, the head of SBU, explained. Yes, it's possible. There is this network connection. One of the reasons that Russia is blocking internet in their country and cellular network also is because you can actually commit operations like this.
You can hack into the network and use it as your infrastructure.
Exactly.
And this is, of course, pissing off a lot of orcs as well, especially in St. Petersburg and places. There are a lot of strategic factories, a lot of military objectives, and big areas around them have no internet coverage. And of course, there's a lot of orcs who find that hugely inconvenient to their lifestyles.
Yeah.
So let's have more of that.
Yeah. That's actually, there are even protests. Give us back the internet happening in Russia.
No, not protesting about
of
murdering
course.
people. but
Sure.
it's- yeah,
And also these rays in PDV. I forgot.
Oh
This,
yeah, the how do you call this
sa-
tax?
not-
The
not
big
the sales
tax,
tax.
like
Oh,
20%.
like,
tax.
VAT,
tax.
yes,
VAT,
VAT, and utilization excise or
Oh, yeah.
something like
Yeah.
protests about.
It's always like this with Russians. They protest only if they are being demanded to give more money to the
If
government.
their life,
privileges are being withdrawn and-
becomes more
Exactly.
less comfortable or convenient. Yeah.
You know
Only-
the
only
biggest
one.
protest so far this year? It might not be the biggest, but the one that it was because some free parking spaces were made into paid parking spaces. It caused a huge civic protest. So they can protest when they want to, but it's just not about killing
Yeah.
their neighbors.
It's because that's their mentality. Killing and invading other countries for them is normal.
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
not normal for them is big taxes, and pricey gas and oil and well, not oil, but the gasoline. Yes, gasoline
yeah.
and gas. Because there are a lot of cars that are using LPG, light propane gas.
Right.
In Russia, in Ukraine too, we have this pretty popular. You don't have that much of that in
Not
UK,
much,
right?
no.
But some still use it. Do you have it on the gas station or separate gas stations
Rare.
for LPG?
Yeah, rare, I think. Yeah.
Rare. So it is
Only
like
the bigger ones.
probably people who put their on their cars are the owners of those gas stations
Yeah, probably.
because they do it for
Yeah.
themselves.
There's more electric charging points than there would be LPG,
And
probably.
that makes
yeah.
sense because the future is.
Yeah.
How do you say?
But of course,
Future is
trying to
for
persuade
electric.
trying to persuade a Russian to say put alcohol in their car. That's a tough choice.
Oh yeah.
Between not going somewhere and alcohol. That's another. You have to sometimes give it. You have to sometimes acknowledge that the Russian government sometimes comes up with brilliant ideas. They've introduced a machine where if you want to buy alcohol, if you want to buy alcohol, you have to scan your identity card. So it checks whether you are evading mobilization or valid for mobilization. So that's clever. They know their own people.
Yep.
At some point, the need for alcohol will overcome their fear of being conscripted, and bang, you've got them.
Aren't the FP1 or FP3 also an FPV, Rick? We saw one steer into helicopter. Oh yeah, that was a successful operation of GUR, if I'm not mistaken, or the SSO, Special Operation Forces of Ukraine, just 3 days ago. I wanted to share this in the news. Oh, not 3 days ago, already like 5 days ago, because I wanted to share it on Sunday, but just did not have enough time to share that news on Sunday. So, guys, I want to say thank you for all the donations, and I'm not really asking anymore for you to donate because we already reached a lot. I mean, the big goal we reached.
But you still
700
can.
But you still can, yes. And if we reach 1,000 today, it will be spectacular. But for that, you will have to donate another 217. Oh, actually, $17 and $16.04. Yeah. So if you want to do that, we'll be fascinated and happy, and we're gonna go back home, understanding that today we had a pretty successful fundraising. But even without that, the fundraising will be already successful because it's almost 300 more than we were hoping to raise. So thank you so much, and just reminding you. And let's maybe show the flag for the last time today. It will require the help of our friend Jonathan.
Let's hold it up.
Fink.
Let's hold it up.
So Jonathan, please take it. You'll probably. Yeah,
I'm behind it there. Yeah.
Anastasia will,
Hello.
will
Yeah,
say
it's perfect.
it's perfect, amazing. So guys, this is the coat of arms. Do you see my hand from behind? This is the coat of arms of the 157th Battalion. You see, it's a cross, a Cossack cross in flames, and there are arrows there also. And on the other side, the blue and yellow one is the coat of arms of 118th Territorial Defense Brigade. 2 soldiers signed it. Yes, only 2. I spoiled you with, 17, 20, 30 signatures on each flag, but even 2 is already making it a history and a unique item where soldiers or officers left the part of them there. Because Roman Trochimets once said that, it's like them sharing a part of their personality or soul with you. It is, going to be a history.
It's not the same as going to the flea market and buying a flag and
Yeah.
yeah, this is
Exactly.
unique.
Even though they also ordered that flag and the battalion or platoon paid for this flag, it still is coming from them. You're not buying it, and it is coming from them. It's a gift from them, which also adds up to that. It adds gratitude. So this flag doesn't only come with piece of the soldiers, if we can call the signatures like a piece of them. They're sharing the piece of them, but also with gratitude.
Yeah, I call this virtuous circle of gratitude.
Oh yeah.
Now it's my turn to nip off or nip.
Well, you're nipping
nip
or
out.
nipping out, yeah.
Nipping out, nipping away.
Thank you. Actually, guys, this is actually the place we're in. This is the place where the Golden Stream happened. Do you remember the story of the Golden Stream?
I don't know the Golden Stream. What's the Golden Stream story?
Golden Stream story is when I forgot to take off the mic and went to the bathroom and roller.
Oh, we've got both mics here. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
I thought.
And the rollers could hear everything.
Yeah, that's
I'm lucky.
extra donations that
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot
the Golden
of laughter.
Golden Stream.
They called it a Golden Stream, and we even have a clip of it on the channel.
Classic.
Yeah.
That makes a good short there.
Oh yeah, that was a good short, and we had a lot of fun that day.
I mean, let's be grateful it's a golden stream and not a brown stream.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Could have been a brownout.
Though it's harder to hear the brown stream, right?
Depends. It really depends, As you get older, it gets. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay.
we're going into dangerous territory there.
Oh yeah, we do. So rollers. We have
How are we doing? How are we doing on the funds?
no more donations, but that's totally
Okay.
fine. We are just going to be happy if there are going to be more donations.
Car repairs,
we're
though.
gonna
Just
be-
remind people, car repair is super,
By the
super
way,
important.
I have an update from Roman. Robert Johnstar, are you still there? We just got one more donation. Amazing. But before mentioning it, I need to mention that I got the link from Roman to the jar, and he specified that he was wrong. It's not for the car repair. It's for the interception of the enemy drones.
Oh, right. Okay. So there's
Um,
kinetic donation here.
Yes, exactly. So, guys, sorry, it's not going to be a car repair, but it's going to be the interception of enemy drones. The electronic reconnaissance system is in the making, and we're contributing to that. Here's the link, Robert. I'm sending you the link. that's the link to. Yep, that's the link to that fundraiser. Their goal is 70,000, and they already raised almost 23,000. So ideally, we need to get them the additional $1,170, something like this. But we will. This is going to be the least priority fundraiser for us, so we will get as much as we get. But let's see if it works for Robert Jonassar. Robert Jonassar sometimes is donating directly through the link to the Monobank jar. And man, like for example, last week we had an urgent request for an EcoFlow for 25th Brigade, 65,000 hryvnias. He on one of the streams he made a rage donation and covered all of it.
Wow, that's huge. That's fantastic.
It was $1,555.
Wow, just all in one. That's amazing.
And he surprised me. I was doing the news stream, and then I see the progress bar is updating to 0% to 100%, and I'm like, what the fuck? I interrupted.
We can all go home.
yeah. I interrupted my own news feed, and I started asking Robert if he did that, and he said in the chat that it was a rage donation, but unfortunately it didn't work for them. This new link right now did not work for him, okay. So he could not donate directly.
Sometimes there's blockers, isn't there? Sometimes it's not that easy to in certain bank links take several attempts to put a transaction through.
You know what? I need to actually contact the Monobank service and give them the examples of the links. So they will tell why the hell some links work for Robert and the others don't. Robert, I will really make this request. So we need to find another link that is going to be the working link, but it's going to be an active fundraiser, not a closed link. Because I think for them, it's harder to check the difference between the links if it's already the broken jar, shattered jar. So, Robert, whenever you have the link that is working before closing that fundraiser, let me know that is working for you. So I would contact the Monobank. How do you call that?
Customer service.
Exactly. May you please ask JF if MI6 or MI5 have eyes and ears in Moskva?
Oh, well, there was a famous incident a few years ago where apparently some MI5 equipment was stored in a rock in a park near one of the Russian ministries, and they found it and made it a really big scandal about the sort of British spy rock. But the answer is I'm sure they do, but I don't know anything about the extent or the operations or what the purpose of it is. We can only go on what we see. What we see is British support for Ukraine is as solid, if not more solid, than anybody else. But we could still be doing so much more, and we still haven't fully woken up to the threat that Russia poses, and we haven't taken the steps to defend ourselves, let alone Ukraine. We are doing a lot, but it could always be more.
Yep. So, guys, while you were gone, Yola Swaggins donated $50.39 more cents and said another 50 for the 1,000 goal from Yola Swaggins. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Thank you so much. And that means we have to raise only $176 more to get
1,000.
66. Sorry.
Super cool.
Yeah. My brain is also a bit.
My brain is still functioning. Nice.
Your mental
happy
maths
for you.
is wow. That's amazing.
I love math, and I use it a lot.
You know what I wanted to ask you to do? You're a fan of Jonathan's work, right? And you wanted to have this stream together. So you have the unique opportunity to ask him a question or a few questions that you had in mind while you were enjoying his interviews. So
wow.
I want to
why are you so sure? So sure I had
because I see you
questions.
retweeting stuff a lot on LinkedIn and other platforms, and of course all your wonderful material about CAF Ukraine and the stuff there and the teams they're doing there.
Thank
so
you.
you're very visible and Yeah.
It's very good to hear, and I appreciate this. Thank you. It's such a pleasure to hear it from you, especially. But on LinkedIn, unlike many other active Ukrainians and foreigners who show their support and try to raise awareness and funds via LinkedIn, I have not been banned from that platform, but it seems like I have been shadow banned because most of my posts they get a very low number of views, and I have been analyzing this rate of views versus reactions. So it's been like not that as effective as I would like it to be, but seems like I still can make some little difference, and help my friends who have launched this initiative, 50 States for Ukraine, to being on the ground, being a Ukrainian, and adding to the whole team effort. So yeah, happy to help those who are helping us, as I say.
Excellent. Is there anything you don't sort of? Because Roman, it was interesting yesterday. Roman was looking at me in quite a suspicious way,
he was bragging. Bragging or regretting that KGB didn't recruit him.
Oh yeah,
back in the 90s.
His slightly suspicious looks at me made me sort of tease him a little bit. I know maybe that's naughty, but I felt there was bouncing off him. But is there anything that you're like makes you wonder, or makes you think like, who is he? What's he doing?
I've been following your work for years now.
Oh.
And yes, so I must confess that I do not listen to interviews with the Russians, even with the useful ones.
No.
Come on, go ahead.
But it's yes, but I appreciate your explanation today, your approach and perspective on this. So yeah, I think we're on the same page.
Yep.
And like Rick says, it's just so much stuff going on, and we need to deal with and for me, it's like in terms of job and life in general, it's always like we have these calmer periods when I don't have that much to do, or at least I don't have to. But then everything piles up, and you need to address and face this at the same time. So it depends. When I have more time, I try to watch it all.
What are your sources of information then? Because I think this is a really interesting conversation. I'm asked that all the time. Who do you listen to? And often it's my audience want some kind of validation that I listen to the same sources they do. Occasionally, I'll listen to sort of, Jake Bro or something occasionally. But if I'm doing my core research, I don't really get any value from most Western sources. I'm going to be kind of honest there. So I'll listen to Vitaly Portnikov.
Yeah.
Even when I don't agree or understand what he's talking about, I'll listen to...
Anastasia is a fan of
There we go. It stimulates me,
yes,
and makes me think.
I honestly think he's the best political analyst in Ukraine, and so I
can even agree with that.
Yeah.
I totally agree that he has a lot of expertise, and I won't be impersonating him.
Yes, please don't. Especially, Jonathan, since both of us do not like his manner of speaking and expressing.
It's a particular
way
of speaking.
Yeah, so for me, I need to fight myself to go through the full, his usual 8-minute videos that he posts every day. So by minute 7, I'm really struggling to
I didn't know it's even hard for you.
Yeah, it's true.
You told me that
it's what he says and not how he says it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
but I just cannot get used to that.
none of us is ideal or perfect. So
No.
Yeah, I'm also not perfect.
But he has been very useful and helpful in all our fights. So.
I wanted to say something when I said I'm not going to be impersonating him, right? I wanted to say something. What the hell did I want to say? I already
Sorry.
forgot. That's okay.
And I'm interested in other sources because I can't listen to Ukrainian sources. My Ukrainian isn't good enough. Like if I go to events and whatever, like in January when I came and I went to a lovely evening with Pen Ukraine, and it was poetry from 1930s Kharkiv. In Ukrainian, around in Ukrainian. And I reckon I could understand about 30-40% of what's being said, which is great, but it's not enough to listen to sources. So there's a whole lot of sources that are blocked off from me. But
I have
the Kyiv
there'd be other
Independent.
sources if I could listen to.
Kyiv
The Kyiv Independent, yes. So I've been rather critical of them in terms of how they talked or showed the story when there was a conflict within the International Legion, I think, because but it's I mean, they want to be fully transparent and honest and show like each and every problem that is happening in Ukraine and like in our politics and in the military. But I think we need to be careful there when we deliver this information to foreign audience, because it can be perceived in a different way and it can be less than useful for us. Otherwise, the quality is very good.
There is. And there's some really interesting writers. I like Francis Farrell in particular, a correspondent there.
Yeah.
He's an Australian. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Amazing Ukrainian for an Australian. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, and he refuses to sort of say something because it's nice and helpful. He'll just say the truth as he sees it and unvarnished.
Yeah,
which
so
is
sometimes I can disagree with them, or I can question what or how they information they deliver in terms of both content and form. But in general, I think they've been doing a tremendous job, and I appreciate and I watch each and every premiere they show of their documentaries when they show it in the cinemas. The War Investigations Unit, they would prepare these documentaries like once in a few months, and they would show most of them in Zhovtyn, by the way.
Do you know
They
Zhovtyn?
announced it. Cinema, one of the in Podil.
Oh, yeah, I think I went there.
It's not far
Older
away
than
from here.
100 years.
Oh, is it? Maybe that's not it. No, I haven't been there.
Yeah. So, anyways, sometimes it's a different location, but so
You've probably
every-
been to Kino 42.
Okay, I went to one yesterday in a more of a modern building. It was a bit naughty because we had the free snacks and met the director, and then I didn't watch the film.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, did I interrupt you?
No, it's okay. But I mean, yes. So these documentaries are fantastic and I think eye-opening even for Ukrainians. And they would the premiere would be in Ukrainian with English subs.
Yep.
I'm not sure, but they would on the same day they would release both English and Ukrainian versions with the English. I think even with English audio on YouTube. So it's I think it's
That's good. And
great.
it's in English, so it's very accessible to a
Exactly.
Western audience,
I
which is
wanted
good.
to point out one particular interview 8 days ago. Well, actually 9, because on YouTube it's always plus 1 day or plus 1 year, for fuck's sake. You know, I hate this when it comes to years.
Yep.
And it's like 2 years ago, so it's technically probably 3 years ago or 2.5.
Yeah, it's confusing.
So
isn't
this
it? Yeah.
interview was sent to me by Andres, one of the rollers, and he's a member of my team too. It's by
This is fantastic interview.
Yes.
I love it.
this
seen it, yes.
interview is by
Daria Kaleniuk.
Daria Kaleniuk. She is actually the Vitaly Shabunin's partner, not like
boss.
like boss. Yeah, right. Is she a boss?
Yes,
I think.
I'm joking, but I mean they are both at this
like business
anti-corruption
partners.
action center,
Anti-corruption, yeah.
and she's also one of the co-founders of International Center for Ukrainian Victory, and they have a page on LinkedIn. And they have developed inter alia this sustainable peace manifesto and the plan for using the frozen Russian assets. They're
So,
campaigning for that.
Daria Kaleniuk was extremely critical of Zelensky, Yermak, especially Yermak, in this video. She is basically explaining this recent corruption case. The interview is 29 minutes, and I was like, wow, Kyiv Independent is bold to present such it's actually how I speak about it for the Western
So you've
audience.
discovered that they are bold, that they have been all along. Yes.
discovered that they're bold.
views.
Yes.
This is hitting quite a
Yes.
big audience as well.
So I'm gonna send this one to you.
Yeah,
You didn't
please
watch
do.
it, right?
I haven't watched it, no.
And this interview is very good, not just because she's like chastising, so like criticizing the government very strongly, but because she explains why what's happening right now in Ukraine
exactly.
is good.
Yeah.
And why
Observing
it
the
made sense
background
to go
details.
to go to those protests in July, because because now the anti-corruption
when I
agencies,
present corruption, Ukrainian corruption to the
Yeah,
world, when I do it in English,
it now proves why they are so important, why they are so helpful and useful, and why we had to protect and defend their independence.
She's on my hit list. So she is on my hit list, but I haven't interviewed her from what I can tell. Yeah.
And by the way, when she attended some press conferences of Western politicians, I don't remember what was that a couple of years ago. Maybe it was NATO
she was taking
secretary.
a stand there.
She would always pose the boldest questions, like the strongest.
That's good.
She is, she is the, if we can call her colleague of Vitaly Shabunin from the Центр протидії корупції.
And also Olena Halushka, Anti-Corruption Action Center.
Action Center. So this Anti-Corruption Action Center is being the most uncensored source of information that I've seen in Ukraine that is covering Ukrainian corruption. So they are not choosing words. They call things with their names. If there is incompetence of the Minister of Defense, they will be screaming about it.
They'll say it.
Exactly. And they are constantly, being critical of the president, of the damn ministers who are obviously incompetent, and of Yermak, the head of the office of the president.
Who? Sorry, who?
Andriy Borisovich Yermak. Borisic. You can call him Borisic, because, a lot of people are addressing him like this, because, it's a bit of a, how do you call this? Contentious. Oh my god, I don't even know this word.
Спірний, суперечливий.
Nah, contentious. No. I wanted to say about this form. I wanted to say the form that we are saying, Borisic. I wanted to explain this form. It's like when you want to show a bit of disrespect. Probably you will call person with patronymic,
It's like derogatory.
and not necessarily with disrespect, though.
Familiar.
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 Familiarly.
That's
Familiar.
Overly familiar. So
I am when I've had alcohol.
I want to share the same link in the chat, guys, so you could go and
also-
watch that interview too.
Have you met Olena Halushka? Yes, you've interviewed her many times. Yes, Halushka.
She's also from CPK?
Yes, they're colleagues. And from
That's amazing.
Hanna Hopko.
Hanna Hopko. I don't even. I heard Halushko, but I did not hear about
Halushka.
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 Olena
Halushka.
Halushka.
Okay.
From Lviv, I think, but she's in Kiev now. As far as I know.
Probably. Well,
Her apartment was blown
I'm-
up. She was in the shelter. It's on LinkedIn, but her apartment was.
Yes,
hit.
I've been in touch with her
Destroyed.
via LinkedIn, so occasionally. I tried to reach out to Daria on LinkedIn as well, connect with her,
Daria
but
Kaleniuk?
Daria Kaleniuk, she wouldn't
I
reply.
think
But Olena
it's hard to
is very
reach her.
approachable.
Yes. Now, I've
Yes.
got a good thing to announce here.
Oh my
I think
god.
we might have talked
You know
about
what?
it.
I
Yeah?
just had an idea. Do you think Vitaly Shabunin will be harder to approach? What if I invite him to the
an
stream?
to a stream?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
Get
know.
him on Silicon Curtain, and have a panel to ask some tough questions.
This is gonna be really. Get ready to get some
Yeah, I think-
really explicit. How do you call this? Explicit sentences towards Zelensky, Yermak. He is like. Sometimes he's too extreme, to be honest. Many Ukrainians don't like his attitude, not attitude, but
Style.
like style.
Yes.
He's been like, oh my god. Sometimes he's too. Even for me, he's too extreme.
Too direct.
Yeah, he's saying,
У нього такий менторський тон.
for example, a phrase that he is using lately when he's describing Zelensky's when he is his management style. He says Zelensky is building a small Novorossiya in Ukraine right now. He is being very brutal in his sentences.
Over the top sometimes.
Yeah.
one could almost argue that's slightly undermining.
Sorry?
It's okay.
I'm going to be controversial. I felt that the Kiev Independent's reporting at times of the corruption scandal has drifted into what felt more like a vendetta than a constructive criticism.
Yeah,
But I can see the
bordering,
anger in
yes,
civic
yeah.
society as well, and there's several newspapers who've done the same.
Sorry to interrupt you. May I ask you to give me my hoodie?
But I think the passion is genuine, and you know it's difficult.
cold
No, I was gonna announce something I think might be interesting. You should come on the channel.
Yes,
And
I'd be privileged and honored and happy to. Yes, thank you.
And I've got the perfect vehicle, which is my Ukrainian Advent calendar, which is we're going to do an interview every day up until Christmas. Well, I'll pre-record those ones. So a Ukrainian interview every single day, and we'll talk about topics like these, but also every guest will have to nominate the Ukrainian book, film, and work of art that's had the greatest impact on their lives.
Mr. Jonathan.
You are
Fink.
also invited,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Rick. Yes.
Yes. So when are we going to do that? Because until the end of this week, I'm like.
It's about
Unfortunately, not
any
available.
time really in December.
Okay.
And I'm going to pre-record them all. It won't be live stream, it'll be pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So any time basically, up until, I mean, I won't be recording on December 24th, so I'll be recording up until, say, 23rd, and pre-record quite a few of them. And then we will take the results. What was everyone's top choice for book, film, and work of art, and then we'll do an extra episode while I invite someone on to sort of talk about the results and the impact and what we've learned from it. So this is going to be
Interesting.
Ukrainian Advent calendar.
Okay, guys. Can
Nice.
we inspire rollers in the last 20 minutes of the stream to reach 1,000?
Come on.
Can we? I'm not going to be
It's
the
not
one
much.
today.
It's not much to do.
Sorry,
We'll
guys,
get it-
but
get it
I will
done.
put it on you today because I'm usually the whiner, the pusher, and today I want to finally let rollers rest of that, and I'm not going to be asking them to do that. But you guys gotta look at the clock, see that we have only the last 20 minutes from now.
It's closing as well.
Yep, and try to encourage. Check on me every 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and so I want to.
What will you be doing?
Yes.
Asking us to check on you.
I should ask as well, do they do pashtet to go?
I think they do.
Yeah, I
You
should
need
do
to
some
order right
takeaway.
now.
Yeah, let's press the button and,
Yeah,
and
we
order
have the
some
button.
takeout.
And you know what?
Oh, there's a
While
button
we're
here.
doing that,
Oh.
Well, you're pressing the button. Yeah, it worked. I will
nip
nip
off?
to the
Or-
loo again.
Oh, that.
Is it nip off? Or
Nip to the bathroom on. Yeah, nip to the
to-
loo.
just nip.
Yeah,
Just nip.
Just nip.
Not,
You nip away.
not nipple.
Nip away.
No. So,
And then, when I come back, remind me to talk about one movie.
yes, that's it.
Talk about one movie. So much.
You might have to translate for me. This is the food segment, the gourmet segment. Could we get some food na wyness? Is that
З собою можна щось замовити?
somewhere?
Все можна і страви, і напої.
Yes, you can order anything from the menu.
Oh, okay. I'll have a quick look at the menu and. Oh,
Він хоче подивитися меню, просто ще не дивився. Так. Ага. Добре, дякую. І заплатити можна теж через QR-код. Угу, дякую. Тоді за кілька хвилин, коли
so apologies
визначиться.
to the audience because it'll be difficult to get food later because everything will be shut and then there'll be a curfew. That's
Okay, you check the menu.
how
I
things.
check,
That's
the
how
chat,
things
the chat.
go. You
That's
check the
how
chat.
split,
You keep talking. You keep talking.
Oh, that's challenging for me, especially after such a night. Okay, but let's see. By the way, I also need to pay.
So we really need to get it up to 1,000. I think we need to get that moving and
That
go out
would
with a
be
bang.
amazing.
Now I had schnitzel already today, so I'm not going to get schnitzel again.
People keep joking about the plant, the technical plant, and Roman being present inside it, I guess. Spirit of Roman.
Maybe they should vote. Let's get them to vote for what we
Looks like they're
what
missing
we
him
want here.
today.
Yeah.
Тиснете на кнопочку, я напевно підіймуся.
Ага, добре, добре. Так. So once you've decided,
Once I've decided,
you push the button again. Or is it press the button?
Press the button, push the button. You can do either. I should read this out to people because I think this would be. We've got borscht. That might not be great to carry away. That might be a bit sloppy. Miso glazed salmon, banosh with beef. What's a banosh?
Banosh, it's like Western Ukrainian from Zakarpattia or Hungarian kasha made of corn flour
Okay, that's not my thing. No, I'm not going for that.
with brinza, cheese, and butter.
We got dumplings with cherries. That sounds more like a pudding, though.
Вареники з вишнями.
Yeah.
But dumplings, I think it's вареники.
Yes, it is. Yeah, vareniki. Sauce vishnyovy.
Вишневий.
Vishnyovy. I got to work on that pronunciation, haven't
Yes,
I?
I can help you with that. I usually do it.
Kiev style cutlets. Котлеты
This
по-киевски.
котлета, yeah, it's funny how they, first of all, how they spell Kiev. And also, it's usually chicken.
This is the wrong spelling.
It's-
They've spelled Kiev wrong in
yes,
Kiev.
and also it's chicken Kiev. It's not
It's chicken
Kiev
Kiev.
Funny translation of.
We found a Russian spelling here on a Ukrainian
and
menu.
also
This
funny
is
trying to translate котлета по-киевски, Kiev style. So cutlet, so very like literal word for word translation.
Yeah,
instead
that's-
They
let's,
probably did not
this
even
is-
look into
Chicken
it.
Kiev.
That's a problem. We gotta sort that one out.
We gotta definitely write to some authorities, to put a fine on them. Yeah.
I think this will work well for takeout. Half chicken with mashed potato. That's quite a good one. I think I'm gonna do that.
Go order it right now because you don't have much time.
She said she'd come back if we press the
okay,
button. I'm gonna have to get her to
Okay.
come back up the stairs
It
again.
works.
Yeah.
Guys. We did not have any donations. So
Oh, we weren't. Oh no, we didn't remind them, did we?
well, it's okay.
Come on, people.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna be the
on.
one saying no. That's enough. Stop asking.
Do that, no. You shouldn't do that. You're the fundraiser.
Kurочка?
Not anymore. Now you're the fundraiser.
Закончено.
Чекати треба півгодини, вона буде
Half an hour.
Half an
Oh,
hour.
that's half an hour. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
yes.
bad.
Щоб не сира, вона може.
What about
Which
the
ones are-
котлета по-київськи?
Котлет по-киевски.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. You would like? Would you like?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's a good substitute. That's got potatoes in too. Yeah,
And
that's
it's
good.
classic.
Yeah, and that's to go.
Це з собою?
Так,
З собою.
з собою.
Це з собою. по-київськи. Добре.
Дякую. Do you want a drink, guys? I'll get the tab today. Yeah, another drink before you're done.
Maybe I actually have to get out of here in 15 minutes, so I won't have
That's
enough
fine.
time.
That's everything.
будь ласка.
Дякую.
Okay, guys. The movie.
Right.
I wanted to
Oh,
discuss.
movie.
Anastasia, did you already check the
Cosmos?
Cosmos?
I haven't yet. No, I haven't had
I
the
watched
time.
it
and
on Monday.
Yes, I've heard very positive reviews.
Feedback, but
Is
not
this
from
Ukrainian
me.
film?
Not from me. Are you Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Yeah, and from you. Yes, please. Go on.
Oh my god. I mean, this is actually like, you feel that it's a masterpiece after you.
Who's the director?
The director's name is. I watched an interview with him on Vasil Baidak's podcast called Tsevo Podcast. Do you know Tsevo? It's like in Russian they say "eto samoye."
Oh,
So basically, it's something you stick into
Ukrainian,
into
Russian
the
is-
sentence when you forget the word.
yeah.
But we say "tsevo" in Ukrainian, so it's pretty funny. Oh shit! We got iJedi donating $200.
Whoa,
Yay,
we
thank you
made
so much.
the target. That's so cool.
Thank you
have
so
we?
much.
Have we?
iJedi.
Yeah, we're over 1,000 now,
iJedi
yeah.
Wow.
says the mission is all that matters. iJedi.
Nice. Thank
Yes.
you.
No,
Beautiful.
just Jedi. In this case, this
That
was a
is
quote of
wonderful.
Just Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Slava Ukraine.
Heroin Slava.
Thank you so much. So, guys, that means today on PayPal we raised. Let me tell you, plus 200. That's $1,034.35.
Fantastic.
Гляньте, скільки ми зібрали доларів.
За 2 години.
We are
Ми круті.
Yeah, we are awesome. Thank you. Let's give
That's
each other a
great,
high
yeah.
five. we reached the ultimate goal today. Well, the ultimate goal, yeah, we can call it this way.
That's great.
Get into
Yeah,
1000. It's
you.
pretty good. Тоді спробуємо розрахуватися якомога швидше.
Дякую вам дуже.
Я
Дякую вам, Юля.
вже.
Yeah, cool. And then I'll do the bill on the little QR code. Is that right? I can pay the bill here, can't
Yeah. So you want to buy me a tea today too?
Yeah, of course I do.
Thank you.
Of course I do.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Ah, I've
You're very
already paid
generous with the
for mine.
Next time, put it on
Sorry.
on the bill.
Now let's see. Does this all look good? Does it include your tea?
That includes someone else's tea.
my tea.
Because mine is already paid for.
my tea.
Yes.
So I got two colas. We got the tea, the cutlets to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. See, it's already paid. That's mine.
That's yeah. It's clever stuff. This really is clever stuff.
Yeah.
Next time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And they have it in almost each and every cafe now in Kiev.
So let me
Yes, please.
tell
Back
more
to
about
the, review.
the space. So The Cosmos, guys, is a movie. I wanted to check the name of the director, right? I went here, Tsevo, and I started explaining what Tsevo is.
As usual.
As usual. I got carried away. High five.
Is this Rick explaining?
Interesting. Maybe it
He's
is.
Rick explaining again.
Is it explained in the Ukrainian terms and words?
No, it's like mansplaining. It's a bit of an insult.
but
It's
what
when
does it
people,
mean about the
Rick
Rick-splaining?
connotation, but Rick explaining is
saying really obvious things that everyone knows, but saying them anyway in long and laborious detail.
It's just because it's granular and long.
Granular.
No, it's not the case. People don't know what Savoy is. I never mentioned it.
No, they
before.
don't. No, this is it's inappropriate. I didn't know what it was.
Sorry. Sorry. Why did I say sorry?
You know, I'm insulting you.
sorry,
Don't you
I'm
have to
sorry.
apologize to me.
Okay.
We're not sorry.
So, guys, his name is Pavlo Ostrikov. Pavlo Ostrikov.
Вперше чую.
He looks like this.
Oh, I just remembered the other person I
By Doug
watch. Yeah.
Pitstrix, yeah.
Cymbaluk is someone else I occasionally watch.
Look.
Do you know?
Roman Cymbaluk.
Roman Cymbaluk.
Is he?
He broadcasts in
Ukrainian
Russian
who
as
used
well.
to work from Moscow.
He speaks
and then
Russian.
Yeah,
fled,
he's like
yes,
Portnikov.
yes.
He's the
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
Yeah,
just like Portnikov. So
I
this
wouldn't
is
say that.
okay. Portnikov is better, yeah, definitely.
They're different.
Different
Okay,
style.
so guys,
Political.
Pavlo
Okay, okay.
Ostrikov was making this
Pavlo
movie for
Ostrikov.
10 years.
Whoa, no way.
It's a space saga.
Yeah.
I won't be giving you many details, but it's basically a movie of one actor, if we may say, like a human
Goodness,
actor.
yeah. It's a bit like Gravity, because there's only really one person in Gravity, you know. It's difficult to maintain
It
that.
is similar to Gravity, but first of all, it has the Ukrainian charm. It has the Ukrainian music. It has and very special Ukrainian music. I would
Thank you.
say.
That was so quick. Thank you.
I was going to ask, like modern Ukrainian, new Ukrainian music,
cool.
right?
No. That was a classic Ukrainian music
classic.
from 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Famous.
Funk? Ukrainian
Yes,
funk?
Ukrainian funk. It is playing there.
It's not like Elena Pash in space, you know.
Ooh, no. Ukrainian funk from
It's-
70s is
It's very interesting.
it's very interesting and very interesting combination
Yeah,
of
of Western
Ukrainian
and Ukrainian
funk and
traditional.
space. Plus, that actor, he's a soldier right now. Well, he's already like a press officer.
Isn't
No.
it Serhiy?
That's Volodymyr. Volodymyr, let me show him to you. I was
But
watching.
you understood which who I meant?
No, I
Volosovets.
don't know.
Serhiy
That's him.
Volosovets, the only.
Serhiy. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's
Right.
not Serhiy, unfortunately, in this movie. Or fortunately, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It's just a fact.
This
It's
guy,
not him. Okay.
this guy played the main role in this movie.
Okay.
Let me show him to you guys.
So
His name is Volodymyr. Give me a second. Volodymyr Kravchuk. So Volodymyr Kravchuk played fantastically. He's such fucking talented actor, guys. Hollywood level, and I really was amazed. And the movie itself, it is more than space saga. It has love story in it. It has the apocalypse in it too, and it has more than that. It has some, Ukrainian little things, our cultural things. It has surzik in it. It has
The way even you say it, it shows like how you appreciate it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mention surzik that way.
yeah. So it has surzik and it has swearing in it and funny and a lot of humor. A lot of humor, which is not stupid humor. It's not cringing you out. It's like very genuine. So that movie is really, it really is a masterpiece.
Like natural.
Yeah, it feels
the dialogues,
natural.
because usually it's a challenge for
Yeah.
Ukrainians, as you know, when making movies to make it.
Exactly. So
Who played the main female role?
um,
Because you mentioned that there was a love story there.
it was a love story. I will not make a spoiler. It's an interesting how they made it. You will see, and that's also gives this, as in Ukrainian we say, raisin, izumenka. You should know this
Родзинка.
one. Rodzinka.
Изюминка in Russian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am telling this to him in Russian because he knows Russian and doesn't know Ukrainian as good as he knows Russian. Because he knows
Not
Ukrainian.
nearly as good.
But
There is
For my
an
sins.
English term for that, which I'm trying to.
There's sultanas and raisins, and there's quite a few different words for it.
which one do you use? Having this?
They're different. They describe different types, of different varieties.
What would you say it in English? How would you say it in English? Like,
Some special
Sultanas
feature.
are slightly more juicier and larger ones,
Oh,
and
no,
the
no,
raisins
we're
are
not
slightly
talking about
smaller.
that. So-
It's, he,
I'm on
he's
fruits,
mentioning
you know
this,
that one.
figuratively. So
Okay.
When we say that something has rodzinka, it means that they have this special feature.
ingredients.
A special ingredient, yeah.
But
What's
it's
the
like-
term or phrase you use in English? We are struggling to
It's
recall
like the essence of something. Существо.
No,
No,
not
this
that.
isn't it. Yeah.
Like some special detail that makes it
Cherry on top? Cherry on top?
I
it's
guess.
a bit
No,
different.
it's a bit
No,
different.
No, it's a different.
It's like a special thing that makes it very unique.
Yeah.
We call it rodzinka in Ukrainian.
Okay.
Or in Russian they say izumenka. Yeah.
Izumika, yeah, no, which I know, but I can't think of
Is there
a translation.
Maybe there's
There
no-
might be, but sometimes I have
Maybe
a
there's
mental
no
block.
such phrase in
No,
English.
No, I think,
there-
there is a term or phrase.
Does it mean sort of unique or the very essence or the very unique property or something?
Yeah.
Because there's colloquial ones, which the Americans, and we have a lot of colloquialisms the Americans don't get, we do. One of those, of course, is the dog's bollocks. if something's really like absolutely top.
JP says it all the
It is.
time.
It's the dog's bollocks.
Jonathan Pierce. Do you know? Do you watch his channel sometimes? I wonder.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you guys that we got 2 more donations.
Oh wow. Okay.
$15 from Nathan M. For the cause. You're doing incredible work. Slava Ukraini, Heroям Slava.
Героям слава.
Thank you so
Дякуємо.
much. Thank you, guys. And Average Ogre, $30. Average Ogre, lots of love. Tickets, please.
This
Slava
is basically
Ukraini.
the list of
Героям слава.
notifications from the channels
So, guys.
I follow. Vladimir
Ah,
Popov,
okay.
Silicon Curtain, История без мифов, my favorite Ukrainian channel about history.
Oh, yeah, I gotta
Vilnius,
start
Залізний
watching
нардеп,
that one.
Yeah, this is the MP who has been very active recently, trying to raise his public profile. He's from the Holos Party, and he's focusing mainly on financial stuff.
What I don't
financial
like is
sector.
his
Yeah, that's
style.
great.
He's a gossiper. Even like you can see that it's that type of person. When he is sitting on his podcast, being alone in the room, he's saying, "Yeah, and I even said it like,
I also
No,
don't
yeah, I'm
like that.
sharing something secret with you.
So he just tries to expand his audience and attract people.
But this is what I love this.
being
This
a
is-
politician. Right?
It's a list of Ukrainian
Yes.
sources,
and
and
he's
I'm
even younger
in.
than me, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's from Mariupol, by the way.
He's from
Oh.
Mariupol.
Yes.
I didn't know this.
wow.
Wow. I mean, I have respect
And
for
he's
him,
35.
but I just started doubting lately his methods.
Yeah. I also
Sometimes they're
am
pretty
critical of
savage.
them. Yeah.
Clickbait,
But in terms of his qualification and professionalism in finance and his goals, his motivation.
He doesn't
key
seem
motivation.
like a corrupt politician.
yeah.
He seems like
He's
a
been
person
very effective and instrumental in actually helping Naboo to make the case with
Super
about
important.
Mindich. So he's been very, he's not humble, not modest. He's very like self-conscious and confident, and he's been bragging like and openly saying that, oh yes, I'm very happy that I've helped this case to like go public. But
it's okay
he.
to not be humble too. I'm not humble.
As long as it's effective.
As you say,
you know.
yeah, and it's not groundless, as you say, right? So,
But I love this. All your notifications, Ukrainian, and there's Silicon Curtain in there. I feel humbled to see that. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm happy to connect you guys
Yeah,
because
it's brilliant.
I think Anastasia has a lot to offer to your audience, even though your audience probably won't be giving her tens of thousands of views as they give to some Russians, some famous Russians, you know.
Well,
whose name begin with K, you know.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I go through the stats in detail, and I have to say, the algorithm reflects what people are like, but it is pretty horrific because I know that if someone's not well known, that already is less likely to perform.
Yeah, sure.
I know that if I don't put a clickbait title in, it's less likely to
Yes.
perform. I know that if they're female, that is a further
Downgrading.
it's a further downgrading of the likelihood to perform. And if they're non-white, you can forget it. If it's someone
So
of color
fortunately, I
from the
am.
African continent, well, you're not down all steps
Yes.
of algorithmic
At least.
degradation. But unknown
He's
female.
also being extremely frank and
no,
straightforward.
unknown female. Unfortunately,
That's
Yes,
why-
true.
it's not going to perform as well.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
know
That's why
that.
I've tried to sell my portrait for a donation to Ukrainian army. I wasn't able to because I'm not famous enough.
You know, I like.
And I was told to I need to keep it because it's good.
I like to have this extremely frank Jonathan here with us today,
Yeah.
guys. Unfortunately, we need to finish because
We
it's,
need to wrap
it's
up. We're
exactly
gonna get
43
chucked out.
minutes.
We're gonna
As
get
I said,
chucked out, yeah.
we have 20 more minutes. So
And we exceeded the target, so we've done.
thank you
well
so
there.
much,
Fantastic.
guys.
Thank you so much.
We raised once again. Let me tell you guys this fantastic result.
Amazing. And it's only on PayPal, right?
Only
But
on PayPal,
alone.
$1,079.35. Only on PayPal.
Not my record,
Plus-
by the way, but still a very good amount.
Not
I've
your
got-
record on these streams, you mean?
Yes, because there was this coffee shop when I was with Danielle. I think we raised like
Danielle, and
1,300.
we had the ornament.
Yes.
Yeah, it was something like this.
I don't want to be with JP in January. I don't know how we did on that one, but when we had Jonathan Pierce here, I think that was quite a good one.
Yeah. I remember. It was a pretty good result.
And I didn't even have to dance or sing or show you my ornament
And I
today.
didn't have to put an extra
your-
raffle item on the raffle.
Is that another euphemism or something? I don't know.
No, it's not.
No, it's okay.
It is literal.
Sorry, that's my British humour there.
That's okay.
We love it.
No, yeah,
We're keeping our ornaments
really
under wraps for this one.
By the way, I still have that second one which was damaged during the shipment, and Sharon has not come back to me, so I guess I'm keeping it.
Keep it in one?
The second ornament.
SL, Sharon, are you watching this? I forgot to contact you once again.
But I did both on PayPal and via email, and she's been
Yeah,
silent.
and she did not see your messages. Well, okay. So I want to. No, I don't think SL is here. But guys, I am so happy that I have you, such amazing community, and you have me. So we have each other. I'm happy that we have each other.
Likewise.
And I'm happy to have such great guests. You know, we may disagree on, on giving the platform to Russians with Jonathan, but it is not going to be something that will kind of completely separate us. Or how do
Yeah.
you call it? Like, there's not going to be like...
And there's
we
a
can-
reason for it. Like, I know that there's a risk of amplifying Russian voices, which takes the oxygen out of the room and it excludes. So I try to make it only things that they can talk about, and it's only with one objective, That's the dissolution and the fragmentation and destruction of the Russian Empire. So if they add something to that aim and that aim alone, and it's a difficult judgment, is it useful or not? That's it. There's no other reason for it.
Like that test question, who's Crimea, right? So
Yeah, it's not- I'm not-
if they give the right answer,
Yeah, I'm not going to sit and discuss the merits of Pushkinevsky or whatever the hell it's called now, Tolstoyevsky. It's like
Tolstoyevsky, yeah.
this is not the time.
Tolstoyevsky.
This is not the time for any of that. It's
Yeah,
inappropriate.
Exactly. And it's not a time to, nominate Russian movies for, for on the film festivals.
Yeah. Nominate them,
instead
don't
of
fund
Ukrainians.
them, don't choose Russian actors over Ukrainian ones, don't platform Russian opera singers at the Covent Garden, especially ones that are for the invasion of Crimea and are friends of Putin. Don't do that.
and it's
That's
easy to
disgusting.
check they are.
Yeah, it's disgusting and it's disingenuous.
So there's a lot of promotion of Russians. This is why when we Ukrainians see this injustice and so much promotion of the Russians who support the invasion, who support this genocide, when we see this promotion, we don't want to hear any Russians, even if they are strongly pro-Ukrainian. It's so fucking hard to even look their way, and we deserve this right to not look their way and to not promote them and to not give them the platform and to actually not appreciate other people giving them the platform.
And you shouldn't have to argue why. You shouldn't have to make your case. It should just be a given because it's the right and the moral thing.
But unfortunately, not everyone understands that.
No, most
But we are
don't,
entitled
most
to that.
No, and a lot of institutions don't, especially academia and the arts, where they think they have special privileges,
culture,
special freedom of speech, but not freedom of bankrupt moral values. Absolutely not.
And
Unfortunately, we have to.
We got to wrap that up.
yep. Talking about concerts, I saw Boombox last night in Montreal. Wow,
nice.
lucky
Oh,
you.
cool.
Amazing. Oh yeah, Boombox. Oh, did they play the new song Живый, Alive, about the survivor's guilt? У тому, що ти живий, немає твоєї вини. The fact that you are alive is not your fault.
Yep.
So
That's amazing insight there, yeah.
and they begin the song with these lines. It is amazing. So
It's a friend
I
of
will
mine,
send this one to you.
Nina, who should have on. Nina in Kharkiv is a fundraiser. Made the point that it's the only time on any of my videos that I almost broke down. And she said, what she learnt is you can't call people heroes who've come from the front because they've got that guilt. The heroes are the people who didn't make it back. And actually, you can really trigger sometimes people's PTSD by over idealizing or using certain language, and that was deeply affecting.
That's
And also
really insight.
physical touch as well. You've got to be very careful because.
we were discussing this topic. I think last week when I was on stream, and we had a couple of servicemen, and one of them was. Коли ми були в тій іншій кав'ярні, пам'ятаєш, я запитувала про
Yeah, we had
what is the
Nazari.
right way to show gratitude to from us civilians to the military, and whether it's okay to thank them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it happened last
Yeah, that's how it happened last time.
days
Same
ago.
thing, yeah.
26 people.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for sticking with it.
Rollers, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, my dear guests. It was an amazing time today with you.
Yes, great stream.
Here. Great stream, great conversations, great, honesty.
Fantastic meeting.
Oh, wonderful meeting and real well. Yeah. It's back again. Oh, you're not going to get through this.
Guys, we just need to finish, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, and
Thank you.
Slava Ukraini.
Героям
Героям
слава.
слава.
Live long and prosper, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to the plant as well.
Oh yeah, thank you, technical plant. I think after we put the technical plant here, we started raising more money.
Oh, man, it's a lucky
Do
plant.
you know why? I think the secret is people. It looks like they are peeking our conversation. It's like they are sitting at the other table. and it's
Like an exclusive
voyeurism.
club.
yes,
Voyeurism. This
it's
is
like voyeurism. Exactly. So thank you very much, Greenie, for
Lovely.
helping us today. Bye, guys. Love you all. See you on Sunday. Roman Prokhomets and the military psychologist Ross is gonna join us once again. So see you there. It's gonna be a fun time.